kicking like Dolomite. Last one got copyright. I'm kicking like Dolomite.
To be sure.
Hey, one time, you ready? Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab the steel. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, but when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give your ass to Halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose, I'm too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look, king of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead, talk to him real quick.
Oh, the Dolomite is my name, and thick enough motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it. And he got it!
They had the nerve to copyright the game. It's just the bitches, hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long scene was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these against before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button, you still a fan. Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss and that's the stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your was squad up, you turn telling right. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30, again turn me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip, anytime we get on a fight. Polygons and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy or look alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt, toss and get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Wonder.
What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our move, they copying still. BG, Black Bond, Jack Move, Kids Move, Blandrew, Alex too. Damn man, that's a heavy crew. Other pods, they don't know what to do. They watching, they copy our every move. And they still fly like the Wii U. Jack Move voice, we saying you. Hop off the roof. Long range, no scope, yeah, I'ma shoot. Looking wanna play games, no David Blaine, but I'll make a nigga go poof. Oh, this not a game. Gang talk, nigga, what you know about the slang. Hop out the range. All black master, but step out your lane. Every week it's us on your screen. Every weekend we entertain. It's not a thing that gets in between me and my team, me and my gang. When I'm on the beat, you already know. Straight to the top, yeah, we about to blow. BG, my dog, he told me let's go. Sit back, relax, it's time for the show. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still.
We got the guns on deck, no foul car, but you know I came with a tech, yeah. Since 2015, been stepping on the seat, putting foots on nets, yeah. Set them up, super soaker, pump action, wet them up. Shooting out the yeah, we catching up. We got them games, y'all are bark. Drive by midnight after dark. Gaming knowledge, fortitude. Top two and not the two. Weapon wheel, get the cash and grab the steel. Weapon wheel, out the window.
weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon well, we keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. What weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still.
Yo. Hold on, I can't hear nobody. What? Yo. Oh, fuck, I'm dumb. Okay, now I can hear y'all. Yo, chat, what up? Smooth, Jack.
What up? What up? What up?
Your camera ain't showing, BG.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all we see is El Gato.
Working on it, working on it. Hold on.
Yeah, my camera will cut off when my battery dies. So after that, I'm switching to PlayStation. Yes, sir.
This man got his whole kitchen in the shot, whole couch, whole kitchen.
I think it's a studio apartment.
Oh yeah, that's his whole entire apartment. If that's a studio,
he just trying to show off. You know, he got.
But you sleep at the left to the refrigerator, or the right to the refrigerator?
My bedroom. And it's a studio, but it's like it's.
He's trying to show off that,
that
nice little
studio nook, right?
Nice little stainless steel fridge, and you know what I'm saying, and a nice couch. I know what he's doing.
I put my camera on when I don't have my mom in the background.
That's a nice kitchen. That's a nice little cupboard. You know, I like that.
And why you hating on that man, bro?
Yeah, like, I'm gonna get back on PlayStation. I'm about to try my.
That's a nice little, you know what I mean?
It is. I appreciate a nice kitchen. My camera is acting GHEY. I don't know why.
I'm definitely about to be eating on the pod though, so I'm about to mute up.
About to switch to my second camera if this shit don't turn on. Hold on.
What y'all know? She about to be all in the way.
Oh, let's see. Just give me a minute, chat. Not like y'all got much else to do anyway. How'd your Titans do today, Jack?
They lost.
Oh, okay. Never mind. My bad. All right, you know what? Fuck this. Going to the Ozbot.
Hey.
Hold on.
I got this new little sound bar, boy. I've been shown the light. This shit is fire, boy.
This motherfucker's not reading my hand signal. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Is that a dead body in the background? What is it? Oh.
What's wrong with you, bro?
What is that?
Some clothes. What's wrong with you,
You know
man?
what I love? No amount of salary or wealth can make a nigga not just keep clothes scattered everywhere. I love that.
You know.
We don't.
Sometimes you be busy. You don't want to worry about that minor shit.
It's gonna be wrinkly when you try to put it on.
Oh, there ain't no gameplay showing? Oh, there is. Never mind. What up, chat? How y'all doing today? Hope everybody is good. Jazzy is going to be late. Bond is not going to be here. I love that both of those brothers told me that literally within the last hour. Bond want to tell us last minute, oh, I'm in Florida. Can't make it. He probably still trying to get Rev to go to the strip club. Bond, that's a grown-ass man with children. He's like 50. Most people are not like you. They're not trying to be in their 40s and 50s still trying to go to strip clubs. People want to be settled down and happy by then. You still want to...
He said, Trump's in office, Dad. He out now, bro. Next 4 years, Bond about to be lit.
Still want to be hitting up lounges and hookah bars and strip clubs, Bond. Nobody want to be doing that shit. We need you to settle down.
Wani and Kiso, pull up. Pull up.
Because Bond, if Bond is 45 still doing this... Oh my! I'm roasting him every pod. I'm letting him slide now because listen, some dudes mature late and have that epiphany late in the game. But this man Bond got to stop acting like he moving and like he's moving like he's still in his 20s. All right, got to stop it. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 432. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, patreon.com/Weapon Wheel Podcast. If if you want to become a YouTube channel member, just hit that join button. Also support us by hitting that like button as well. Some Patreon perks, go check us out on there. After Dark, early access to Planet Xbox episodes, access to the Weapon Wheel Discord, access to the new show that I'm doing either bi-weekly, case by case. It's good at bare minimum. It's gonna be bi-weekly, but I may do it weekly depending on if I have enough shit to talk about. Facts or Fanboy, that's the new show on the $10 tier. A few changes from last week. It's no longer going to be available through YouTube memberships. Now it's only going to be available. Now it's going to be available through the Patreon. Just because YouTube acts kind of funky when it comes to certain shit, like YouTube with the YouTube exclusive. Like if you make it YouTube members only, you can't actually show it on Patreon. So that kind of kills it. So I had to make it a Patreon $10 tier only.
They made the link not accessible or something?
Yes, it's not accessible anywhere else except YouTube, and I wanted to make it exclusive to YouTube and Patreon. That can't be done. So what I'm gonna do is gonna be exclusive to Patreon for 4 days. I feel like that's still giving the members some midweek content that they can still access on the $10 tier. And whoever doesn't want to pay it, y'all will get it, 4 days after. I think that's fair. It's the middle ground. Just giving the people whatever I can to, make them feel like they're getting value, keep them entertained during the week, whatever the fuck I could do. It is what it is.
That'll make sense.
Yeah.
That's like how y'all be putting the It's different putting playing the Xbox a day early or something like that. You need to keep the midweek shows only on Patreon. Because if that's the case, nigga, I'll just never pay. I'll just wait a few days.
I mean, but there are. I mean, I'm still trying to like work out the kinks and experiment. But there's some people that would pay, early to have it during the week instead of like late during the week. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I still got to figure it out. But I figured that's a good plan. Some people will be willing to pay early. Some people are just gonna wait the 4 days. It is what it is. Anyway, if you want to submit gameplay video for the podcast, link is in the description for that. You can just drag and drop your gameplay in there. Shout out to all the viewers, all the super chats out there, everybody who supports the podcast for our, what are we nearing? Well, 2025 will be 10 years, I think. Long ass time. We've been
That's
doing this
crazy.
podcast.
10 years.
Yeah. A lot of changes have happened. We've been doing this a whole decade.
Y'all consider each other friends yet or no?
Yeah. I'm friends with everybody here except Bond, if I'm being honest. And I don't mean that in any shade. I don't mean any shade
That's
by that.
fucked
I really
that's
don't.
That's real fucked up.
I just don't want to lie. Like, listen, I'm cool with Bond, but I can't say that I'm friends with Bond, but I wouldn't want to go anywhere with him. I wouldn't want to go nowhere with Bond. I'm being completely honest with you. I wouldn't want to go nowhere with him.
You scared you're gonna go pregnant?
And no,
What?
that's not what I'm worried about at all. It's Bond is a very different personality, right? And like you have to go out with people that are kind of like your energy level, your vibe and everything like that, are into the things you're into. Not going to do too much. It's like you can't travel with everybody, for example, right? Some people, when they go on vacation, they like to go crazy and go on an expedition every goddamn day. Some people go on vacation and it's purely just to relax. And if two people clash, it don't work out well. Bond is one of those people where, listen, if I'd go out, we wouldn't even want to go out to the same places. So would y'all want to go out anywhere with Bond?
Nah. So he never coming over your house, huh?
Listen, I said I'm not going anywhere with him, like outdoors. Whether he can come to my place, I mean, that's a possibility. Is Bond y'all friend?
Yeah, I love Bond. Great guy.
Bond saved my life.
Stop taking my politically correct answer. Is Bond your friend for real?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Smooth. Is Bond your friend?
I can't say. I don't know.
Okay.
He's my friend on the
Y'all niggas so
podcast.
psychotic.
Alex?
Y'all been talking to this nigga for 10 years. I'm not a part of y'all. This is y'all. This is y'all band of brothers, nigga. I ain't in that.
Bond is
Y'all
a
been talking
great
for 10 years.
he's a great associate. He's a great associate. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not being friends. Like people act like not being a friend is a bad thing. There's plenty of people I'm cool with I'm not friends with. Is that Wonton?
Yeah, BG, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Real quick, I ain't staying. I just had a quick question for Alex. Alex, man, proud of you, brother. Congratulations on the new place, brother. The Jiggy Boy's been wondering though, why did it take you 10 business days to move?
Oh, bro. I sent you a
Brother,
picture
you've
of
been
my
gone for
bed.
2 weeks to move?
Bro, my bed is it folds up. Me and my dad had to put it together. It just took
He miss you, Alex.
Yeah, we just wondering, nigga, it was MIA for half a month. It was like, damn.
Shout out home bay. You know how I get, bro. I don't like doing shit unless it's done. So I didn't want to
I
have
get you.
ads coming.
And
back.
Wonton staying here because I need a fifth anyway. Stay your ass in. You don't got nothing to do, right?
I mean, damn, I might have had something to do. Shit.
What? What?
I'm like Jack Mo. I like to enjoy my days off, you know?
Right. At least till Jazzy gets in here, whatever the fuck he's
All right,
doing.
brother.
Yeah. All right. I don't got a lot. This week was very uneventful. We're gonna be out of here on time. Before we get into gaming news, non-gaming news, this is important. This is big shit. McDonald's bringing the snack wrap back. Clap it up. Clap it up.
I've never had one of those.
What?
It's overrated. It's overrated.
Y'all are crazy. Snack wrap is a core memory for me. When
Let
they
me
first
say
came
this.
out.
McRibs are overrated.
No, McRibs are nasty. Let me
They
say
are-
this though,
they are.
on my Japanese, the snack wraps are good. The problem is if they don't put enough of that sauce on there, it'd be dry as hell.
True.
But it is good though. It's fine.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's
So what's a snack? A snack wrap that's a chicken strip and wrapped in a tortilla? Like what the fuck?
pretty much.
Yeah, it's like
niggas clamoring for that.
it's like
It's
chicken,
good.
let's, cheese.
And
With
to
like-
be
with
real,
like-
Bro,
To be real,
it wasn't
it-
good back then, bro.
it was amazing. What are you talking about? It almost feels like a scam though, because listen, it tastes good and it's like that perfect size. Pause. When you,
Whoa.
but when you, because it's not a burrito. It's a
It's a wrap, nigga.
yeah, it's a wrap. It's a
Yeah,
wrap.
wrap,
But when you
wrap.
open up
That's what
the
it is. It's a snack.
when you open up the wrap, there ain't much in there, bro. It looked like they skimping you. I'm
Whoa,
like,
rule number one: you never open McDonald's food. If you open your burger, you are gonna throw up. It's like $3
Yeah, it's true.
Pork
You
chop
gonna see something
nuggets.
you don't want to see in that motherfucker.
Right. And somebody Tokyo drifted some mustard. Like you never open McDonald's food. You just
it's
eat
good
it
though,
with
man.
chives.
It's
Now that you say that is true. That's
you
low-key
can you
true.
can never eat one though, right? 2 is like the perfect amount where you'll be like, okay, I'm good and I'm satisfied. 1,
Bro,
you can't
2
get
snack
one.
wraps, medium fry, you good, bro.
Yeah,
It don't look like that much food from what I seen. I don't know, dog.
What's the drink you getting with that one time?
Sprite,
High C orange.
Hi-C orange. Man, stop.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely getting that Sprite. So shout
Or
out to
sweet tea.
McDonald's.
McDonald's got good sweet tea.
I never
When
liked
they
their
bringing
sweet
back
tea.
the chicken selects, man, the OG chicken selects, not them bullshits that came out with a few years ago. I need the OG chicken selects.
Oh
man.
yeah, bro.
Well,
Hey, you
speaking
know
of-
them bitches probably about $27 now. They bring them back though.
You know what I
Fuck
need?
that.
We need Wendy's to come back with the fruit tray. I don't know if y'all remember. Wendy's used to you could
Fruit
buy
tray?
an entire fruit tray at Wendy's, bro.
You used to go to Wendy's and order a fruit tray, my guy.
Bro.
You crazy as
Chick-fil-A
hell.
got fruit trays.
Damn, they had mandarin oranges, a dip of fucking.
I didn't even
apple-
know that.
Cream cheese dip.
Yes.
Oh, that make it hit a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Sprite need to bring back Sprite Remix, bro. Oh my god, that in high
Ooh.
school.
My sister used to
Woo!
love that Sprite remix. though.
I
They
was
used to have it at McDonald's. Used to be able to get that at McDonald's.
I was on that shit was crack, bro. I was on that shit heavy. Addiction. That,
Once, before he took his first sip, BG was going every time. He
that remix. I don't know why
You
they
think
ever
you broke
stopped
apart
it.
like that Drake in that fucking commercial? That's crazy.
I hate that fucking commercial. Hey, that commercial scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, bro.
How, bro?
Bro, go back to look at that commercial. That shit is creepy.
You thought Drake was a mechanized robot or something? Like,
No, I'm weird about skin, bro. When I see skin break apart.
All right. Glad to bring that news back. Coming back out 2025. Let's see. All right, let's get to gaming, I guess. Let me see what I got. John Garvin bitch ass is still crying.
No, you ain't have to call him that, BG. Come on,
bro. This man is so salty and jilted, bro. Now, so I can't remember the past 3 things he's cried about, right? But John Garvin is the director of Days Gone, for anybody who doesn't remember. And ever since like the Days Gone has, that whole era of Days Gone is over, and he left Sony Bend along with the old guard of Sony Bend. He's been crying about a bunch of things. I think, like, for example, he cried. So he cried about what's his name? Dean St. John or whatever?
Deacon.
He cried about Deacon being in Astrobot, correct?
Yeah.
He had an issue with Deacon being in Astrobot because he feels like, oh, y'all didn't give my game the respect it deserves, but y'all want to put it in Astrobot. Now, he's crying about the fact that Sony put out this commercial, this 30th anniversary commercial, and he's crying that PlayStation ignored the Sony Bend games. So they didn't include Days Gone, and they didn't include Siphon Filter. So you mad they included it in Astrobot, but you're also upset they didn't include it in the 30th anniversary. Is he on the spectrum? What the fuck is wrong with him?
There might be a difference in that. Come on, camera back on. There's a difference between seeing a new game being made and making sales using your IP or whatever the fuck. That's different from a commercial. Like you celebrating the anniversary with that. That's different if niggas paying 70, 60, and then you see my shit that I made in there, but y'all wouldn't fuck it with me on the back end to make another one. I don't like that. I can see that.
But Astrobot is a celebration of PlayStation's legacy.
It's a purchase game.
Okay.
That has nothing. If I do a highlight reel, if you go to a family reunion and his granny's 85th, everybody got a picture except for you. You be like, what the fuck? Even if you don't fuck with him. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna buy a family reunion t-shirt. Fuck it. Don't put my name on it. I ain't gonna give y'all $10 for the shirt. I can't even be in a PowerPoint slideshow. That's fucked up.
You can't cry about both.
On.
I'm sorry. No, you can't cry. Both things are contradictory. You can't cry about both, bro. You can't complain that you get included and complain that you get ignored. Pick a struggle. What are you talking about?
So I thought, I don't really have a problem with what he's saying, but my thing is, I feel like it's kind of misguided because according to reports, they never even pitched the sequel to Sony. So if they never even pitched the sequel to Sony and Sony being internally declined to make a sequel to the game, shouldn't he be mad at them? Why is he mad at Sony PlayStation? They never even knew they wanted to make a sequel to the fucking game. According to reports, I don't even know which one's true anymore, but if that's what really happened, how you mad at them? Like they didn't even know y'all wanted to make a sequel to the shit.
Mind you,
I don't know, dog.
This is also his third complaint, right? I just told you his third and second complaint. I can't remember what the first one was. He bitched about something that Sony did.
Is he unemployed?
He has his own studio now, but they haven't released the game yet.
Yeah, he has his own studio with another guy from PlayStation.
That sound like.
With another dude from like PlayStation.
I think it's Michael Mumbauer.
Yeah,
that was with the Sony VC or whatever they call it.
Days Gone should have got a sequel though, BG. Come on now.
I mean, listen, I'm being neutral.
I think it should have.
I didn't like Days Gone.
The sequel, so. Days Gone deserved it.
Days Gone sold well. The game played, aside from the bugs at launch, it played well after a while. You know, they had to patch it a few times, but I think that game deserved a sequel. The story was decent, you know.
I think it didn't get a sequel because of John Garvin, and he took too long to fucking write the game and and the game was too fucking long. I think
he did.
That might be true. That might be true too. That also might be true.
My take on it, BG, is he was tripping with the Astrobot shit. That was really just a weird nitpick. But his complaint for the commercial, I get it. Maybe not Days Gone being included, but Siphon Filter is like a flagship PS1 title. I could understand where he's coming from with that. But at the end of the day, it's really just him nitpicking. He just sounds like a grouchy old man. So he should probably be quiet.
They didn't put Siphon Filter in the PlayStation. That's kind of crazy. Because every time they get ready to celebrate PlayStation and talk about PS1 classics, Siphon Filter is a premier title that they use. Even with PlayStation Plus Premium, Siphon Filter 1, 2, and 3 was some of the first games they put on there.
Yeah. So I was about to say, if you go on there, that's all they got on that bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so he definitely he might come off as he dick eating or whatever, but he got a point, bro. Like, come on, fam.
Jack, he has a point if he didn't complain about being included in something else. If you never complain about Astrobot, but then only made this statement, I'm on your side. But you can't complain about both. That shit don't make no sense. And I forgot what his first complaint was like a while ago, but it all just like contradicts each other and just makes him look like he's salty. Like, how are you've moved on to a new game and you with your own studio and you're still complaining and crying about this 5 years later? Listen, you still complaining about something that happened to you 5 years later. You got nothing good going on in your life currently. Nothing. You need to get over
like the
it.
one that got away. That sometimes, BG, you telling me there ain't one tenderoni that just had that you don't think about every now and then?
Fuck.
Wow.
I'm not crying about it.
Well, you want to record it audio with your wife downstairs, but I know in the back of your mind as a man, you remember the girl that came through to the dorm that was just like, nigga.
I never had a woman before my wife. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you had men. All right.
No, my wife is my one and only, first and last, alpha and omega.
Nigga, does she hand your balls back when you get in bed? What are you talking about? Like,
oh, you sound mad, dog. You sound jealous, man.
I don't like.
You sound jealous, dog.
I never even knew what a woman was until my wife.
I'm a happy man, bro. Why are you hating on that?
Come on, Smooth. We dated women before, right, Smooth? Come on, dog. Hold me down.
Absolutely. It happens.
Thank you.
You sound nervous, but don't say nothing else, man. Your wife around, bro. Fall back, bro.
You see him look to the corner.
Absolutely, it happens.
Jack, he did this. He's like, yeah, that's right.
Made it sound like an accident.
She definitely behind that green screen ready to whoop your ass. Like, Smooth, fall back, brother. Fall back, man.
If she punch a fist through that bitch,
Yeah, John Garvin got to get over it. I don't think that game he working on, I don't think that shit ever coming out either. I would bet you that shit don't come out.
It might not.
Because him and Michael Mumbauer was talking some really ambitious shit, which what they was talking about in that game. I don't think that shit ever coming out is going to be super expensive. No, it ain't going to work.
What was it? What was the game?
So they chose a name, right? But then they had to choose a different name because they forgot to copyright the name, and I think another game took it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was called Ashfall.
Ashfall?
Yeah, and then they changed it to something. Oh yeah, like when you forget to copyright the name of your own game, yeah, shit is probably in shambles.
It's like you praying on his downfall, BG. That's where I'm like, what's going on, man?
I just want him to stop bitching. That's all.
It's like you got manufactured murder beef with buddy. What did he do to you?
He's like 50. He's like 50 years old, still crying and complaining about shit that happened 5 years ago. It don't make no sense. Get over it, bro.
I mean, I will say he goes on Jaffe's channel a lot. They do like streams together. Those are usually pretty entertaining. Just seeing them two old niggas. They be, I don't know. I like watching when they.
That one dude that called in. I forgot what he said. That shit was so.
Oh yeah.
Ain't Jaffe the same nigga that complained about?
Yes, that's why it's entertaining. They both like be complaining about shit. I don't know. Everything. Just funny seeing them too.
All right, enough of that old fart. Foamstars is dead. Alex, let's go to you.
Next topic.
They're shutting it down. No more support. Okay, the season is ending, and there's going to be no more support for Foamstars.
They had 60 seasons in 2 months.
Yeah, they had a few. They had a decent amount of seasons.
Yeah, because they create a new season every week.
I mean, hey, they had to get that money. I'm sad. It's another game that I felt like had its own personality. It had a different type of gameplay loop, one that we desperately need. That's not a shoot 'em up, bang bang. I mean, there was teamwork. Shout out to my foamies, Kiso and Benji, man, Ryan with the foamies. Even Hardhead with his fat head self. Like,
when's the last time y'all played that game?
I was gonna ask that.
Probably about a month ago when we had a game night in Weapon Wheel.
Okay.
Tragic.
Jazzy said he still be playing it.
What the hard part is, I like playing ranked, so the lobbies just weren't that full, man. So anytime a game takes 3 to 4 minutes to find a game, I switch games. I'm switching applications. I'm not about to sit here and wait for them niggas to play one game. And
you know a game don't got 3 or 4 minute waits? Where my guy Bond at?
Let me guess. Factions 2.
No, Factions 1 don't got a 3 or 4 minute wait, but you know how they feel about that game,
Hey,
I digress.
Chat, just so y'all know.
It's another one. Knockout City, rest in peace.
Oh yeah, just for posterity, chat. Just so y'all know, even though Bond isn't here, he still mentioned Factions 2 in the DMs this week. Still found a way.
Did he really?
He did.
It was like a political tweet. It was like Trump, whatever. He's like, where's factions? Yeah. Like,
Bro, I was about to go to sleep at like 3 this morning, bro. While my phone was going off, it was Bond in the DMs talking about some weird shit, bro. I was like, fam, what are you like?
I got Bond muted, so you know.
Yo, somebody told me that ain't your bestie, bae.
Listen, I love Bond, but
Love him to death.
You sure about that?
I do, but he's one
Y'all
of those
really,
people.
y'all really fuck with Bond like that.
He's one of those people you have to just keep. Listen, no. Let's not make this about Bond. Stop. Don't act like I'm. First of all, Bond writes in the DMs, and none of y'all even respond to him. All of you ignore him.
He don't be talking to me. He be talking to you.
No, he be talking to the group, and y'all ignore him.
If I don't know what Bond's talking about, I'm not responding. If I don't know what the fuck he talking about, what's up?
Jack, if I walk in a room and I say something to the room, but I'm staring at you, he talking to BG.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
He is not talking to me.
Exactly. Bro, a lot of that should be towards you, bro.
It is not me.
Like, facts.
Okay, who is Bond talking to when he says, "Hey, you see that new crypto coin out?" Who's into crypto?
But
I
okay,
don't
hold on. But did you see what the name of the crypto was? That's why he's saying it to you.
Oh, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. That's not me. He not talking to me.
He definitely talking to you if that's the name, but definitely
talking
talking
to you. This new crypto cocking you, and that's definitely you.
He's sitting at like 3 in the morning, like my nigga, what's going on, bro?
Like none of this shit be for me, bro. He just be talking out loud. I'm telling you. You know what? I think Bond. I think Bond like.
I bought some of that. That's the crazy part.
Yo.
I think Bond is in like several group chats with his claimed other friends, and he just copies and pastes. I think that's what he does.
I know a few people that I hate. I be telling them girls like, stop sending me shit. Like they'll send you something to part of the conversation that you're not having with them. They're like, yeah, I ended up not getting the lettuce. It's like, bitch, what are you talking about? Oh, stop sending me shit.
Yeah. So anyway,
you talking about BG?
Just how y'all be ignoring Bond in the DMs and.
Oh yeah, Jazzy in there. He be ignoring them. That don't be.
Oh yeah, Jazzy's definitely be ignoring Bond. He don't say shit to Bond. See, he won't even say nothing. He's
damn,
like,
he
yeah, I know.
ignore it. Damn, that's crazy.
I know.
He really tint those down.
Are you there, Jazzy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, that's what's
up. I'll be telling y'all.
As you know.
So don't make it seem like,
yeah.
BG not Bond friend. Bond is a cool associate, and the rest of y'all ignore him also.
He be talking to you. He be talking to you. He talked to us. We acknowledge it, bro. Like,
no,
you know what I mean? I think we do.
Like, how many times has he told Jack? You know what I'm gonna say, Jack?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what foolishness were you saying about Foamstars just now?
Oh shit! Yeah, just
I forgot Jazzy was a foamy. What's up, Jack?
Typical trash. It's dead. It's done. Season's over. Typical shit. Well, you know.
Nah, I think it's decent, but it was never going to be like this big multiplayer game that y'all think it was. But I think it's fine for as long as it lasts to upload new content, because they're not going to take the servers down. They're just gonna like upload all the seasons so people can get it. It's free for whatever, and it's still gonna keep the servers. I didn't hear nothing about them adding bots like freaking what's it called? Destruction All Stars. Is that the one they added bots?
Mm.
And they closed their servers. They didn't do a Concord where they pulled it 2 weeks later. So it's fine for what it is. All they added was like a new season and also the Near Automata collaboration costumes. So it's fine for what it is.
Jesse, aren't you sad? Aren't you sad that we're losing another creative
creative
competitive multiplayer?
Creative?
It's something different. And you the same nigga that want to be called a squid.
It's Splatoon, but not good.
Splatoon.
It's
how long you play it, BG?
They took Splatoon and ignored all the good shit about Splatoon and said, "Hey, let's make that." Like, get the fuck out of here.
They didn't put sea creatures?
No.
I was getting soapy and
no, it's different. Yeah, it has its own characters. I think if they would just add in more to it, would have been fine, but it is what it is. People were not going to check this game out the moment it got revealed at that PlayStation Showcase anyway, so it's like, yeah.
The gameplay was fun. I think what turned people off was the colors, for one, because some people did say like that pink and green and light blue cotton candy shit is
visibility.
Hard to look at. I think they didn't like the color aspect, and I don't think they liked the bubblegum
visibility was terrible. Hey,
but the visibility is part of the defense. You could that was part of the gameplay. You just didn't know no better.
Terrible idea.
I think the style of it, people thought it was kind of weird. And there was two weeaboo, and two, their menus were straight out of like a Flash game from 2010. Like that menus, and it was very slow. And
Hey,
Since then, they've actually like addressed and like fixed, made a lot of improvements. Like the UI is a lot more improved, and even the matchmaking is a lot better than it was when it first launched.
okay, well,
And even so, like the scoreboard at the end of a match, you can see like who did what and like this and whatever, instead of like the highlights of who got the most kills and who saved a lot of people.
And let's not act like there wasn't an entire Battlefield game that had to update a scoreboard months later. Like, come on now. Like,
Okay,
we let
well,
other games get away with shit.
it's
Yeah,
over now.
and the whole misconception about the whole season thing is literally just their seasons are literally just part of like that premium pass that other multiplayer games already do. That's what it is. Like, it's not the same thing as like other fighting games or whatnot. It's just like a premium pass.
They didn't like
And
it.
they've also go ahead, Alex.
No, I was gonna say most battle passes take 3 months. It's usually like a 90-day thing. So the fact that they was having a season like every month or so, month and a half, niggas thought like, oh, y'all niggas just burning through the content. Y'all trying
That's crazy.
Okay, well, it's
And
over
they were
now.
still adding characters and new maps.
It's over now.
Yeah,
it's
He
done.
don't want to hear the gospel.
It
Yeah,
hurt
people will still be online for this game, but it's like it's not
the 10 people.
it's
Yeah,
not as bad as some of the games that you would think. Like if you were to say like Concord and Foamstars, which one would get be shut down? Everybody in there would have said Foamstars, but that's not the case, is it?
I had more fun on Foamstars than I had on Concord.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like that's like the
not
most
saying much.
played game nights in our own Discord is Foamstars.
That ain't really
Compared to
saying much,
Tekken
though,
8.
for being honest.
Nah, it really is.
that's like
There's been a lot of bigger like multiplayer games that have came out, and they nowhere nearly got as many game nights.
Yeah,
together with the
y'all not
community.
saying much.
Games as a service dying in less than a year is I can't defend that.
That's
bro.
like, yo, what
crazy.
did you have more fun doing? Cutting off your dick or cutting off your head? Like, my nigga, it's both are terrible options. Like, what are you talking about?
None of them games are designed to be dead within
What's
a
worse
year.
than the other though, BG?
One is worse, but both are horrible choices. Like,
I'm definitely cutting my dick off, nigga. I ain't cut my dick off.
listen, it's
Put me in the
over
corner
though.
somewhere in like a Futurama when they put him in the little cat, the glass jar.
It's
Maybe
over
what it
now.
needs to do, because if it was really dead, it would have died a lot sooner than y'all wish it was.
Jazzy,
But it wasn't.
Jazzy, heard
What's
what
up?
happened to your man's? Not sorry for your loss. We moving on.
No,
All
I'm
right.
good because it is people didn't want to do it, and that's fine. But I don't ever want to see any of you later down the line try to change your stance when it was around.
Or just beg for something new. You bitch niggas. Y'all want us to go back to where it's a third person over the shoulder and everything is brown and green or brown and brown. Like, put some
that's not what
variety
we
in your
want.
fucking palette, bro.
All right. Did anybody watch? I'm not sure if they released all the episodes or if it's week by week, the secret level episodes, the gaming anthology series.
That already came out?
What is it? What's that on?
That's
I
on
think so.
Amazon Prime.
It ain't came out yet, has it?
Oh.
I thought it's out.
I don't think so.
I don't
I've
think
been
it's
seeing
I
clips
think
like they
some people
showed.
got to see it early.
Oh, I about to say, I don't think that shit out yet, bro.
Oh, they sent me early access to it. I didn't watch any of them yet.
What the hell?
I didn't.
How you get sent early access? I'm
December 10th, BG. So that's Tuesday.
Oh, I'm just not particularly like in a rush to watch it. I don't know. Like,
You don't like anthology series?
I do. I'm probably most interested in the
Love, Death,
Sifu
Robots,
one.
Yeah.
And the
Did you
Sifu
see
one,
Love, Death, Robots on Netflix?
That show's
no, I
fire.
never watched it.
That's fire.
I seen Gene Park was shitting on it. He said the God of War episode was trash.
Yeah, he said that was trash.
Ain't
which
you
is
a crackhead?
what?
I mean, come on, dog.
Gene Park is not a crackhead. What are you talking about?
Gene Park definitely a crackhead. I know I ain't tripping.
He's
He
done
used to be
drugs
reformed.
in his past, and
He a reformed crackhead. So I can't. Come on, man. If Lamar Odom said, "Hey, man, that new secret level show ass," I'm gonna be like, "I gotta see it for myself, brother." You
Jack, you can't call somebody a crackhead.
I need to see it for myself. I can't
Jack,
trust a cokehead.
if you did crack maybe once in your past, that doesn't make you a crackhead.
I don't trust my auntie and my uncle. They did crack in the past.
That's
I
not
can't
how
take
it
their word
works.
for nothing.
BG,
Oh,
if you
okay,
take a man to
shit.
bed, can you be gay just that one night, or you gay now?
You gay forever, but that doesn't work with drugs.
So you a crackhead forever?
I
No.
just know the nigga used to be a crackhead, man. I take his word.
He
All
does not. He
crackheads
was.
have a smell.
Take it at face value.
Y'all,
man.
yo, shout out to Gene. That's the homie. Salute. He said he did.
Okay,
some,
would you trust Gene Parker in your house with your abandoned VCR player?
Yes,
Would you
nigga.
trust
He
That
did,
motherfucker
bro.
gonna be there when you
He
get
said,
back.
bro, he did them drugs back like 20 years
Yo.
ago.
Okay, I'm proud of him. Truly.
That wasn't like
He watched-
recent.
he
That was
watched
like 20
Westworld, too.
years
He
ago,
gonna hear
bro.
this shit.
I don't give a fuck what that nigga
You
watch.
you nasty, Jack. That's nasty. You
Shout out
messed
to the
up.
homie. I'm just asking a question.
Yo,
I'm just
messed
asking
up.
a question. Shit.
You gotta relax.
Just ask the question. Shout out to
Shout out to
Gene.
Gene.
Do we have all his teeth?
He had bad drug habits like 20
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago, and
bad
then he got, as we know, got cancer recently, and then he beat cancer. So shout
Yeah,
out
I
to
didn't
him.
know about all that. Shout out, salute.
How you ain't know about his cancer?
I don't know nothing about that. That's why I'm asking. I'm
It
like,
was
what's
all
going
over
on,
the top.
buddy?
All right, salute, Jack.
I was asking what's two, buddy. I was asking what's two, buddy.
You calling a cancer survivor a crackhead?
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I ain't telling him to do neither one of them things.
man.
I'm not responsible for none of that.
You didn't tell him to go get cancer.
I'm saying though, like, why you blaming me? What the hell? Shout out to him.
You nuts. All right, anyway, so I guess we'll talk about Secret Level next week. I'll watch some of it by then. Let me see what else we got. Oh, Xdefiant Shutdown. Another one bites the dust.
Damn.
Alex?
That's Ubisoft, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for them.
That's
man.
Benji's wheelhouse. Benji was like level 200 something or 100 something. Another cool game. I mean, what can I say?
The bad version of Call of Duty.
I'm gonna start doing a service. Since Smooth doesn't want to take advantage of his bet powers and him ruining things when he likes it, I'll charge $20 a game. Give me the game that you want shut down. I will play it for a few weeks.
Hey, Wani.
Yeah.
I think we need to take this time to salute Friday the 13th, the game. The game lasted for what, 7-8 years, bro?
Yeah.
Service-based game, man. Hey, they did their thing with them. They did their big one, man. See, what's going on with these games coming out? Hey, y'all don't be supporting them, bro. That's all it is.
I know the nigga that just got mad at me for supporting Foamstars.
I got like $400 on Friday.
So what I'm saying, hey, likewise, my guy. And that game lasted a long little minute, bro.
Why don't nobody put some money behind them asymmetric games, man?
They need to bring it back, man. They need to bring it back, bro.
The Texas Chainsaw one was alright, but it wasn't hitting like Friday.
Shit kind of whack. They just fired some of their staff too. Elphonic. I don't know if you got that in the store. They just fired some of their staff.
I did see that. I didn't write it down.
Shit crazy, dog.
Condolences.
Shit crazy.
Salute.
But yeah, Benji's taking this Xdefiant news very hard, man. Salute.
That shit was
for real?
Shit was trash.
man.
Damn.
Well,
shout out to my boy.
And Ubisoft, you know, they usually don't shut down none of their shit. They usually let their shit run forever.
That ain't true.
Not only that,
true.
They had
that Hyperscape. They shut down that Hyperscape.
Oh,
shit.
Hyperscape was ass.
I don't even remember that. What was that?
You know what I'm saying? That shit lasted like a month.
That was the definition of twitchy shooter. It's like
Then they had it. Then they had it. That roller derby game too, or some shit like that.
Oh,
they
Roller League Champions.
They shut that. They shut that motherfucker down
That was
too.
Ubisoft?
No, they had. I don't know if that was the one, but they had a game like that too. They shut down.
Not shut down. I think you can still download. I think.
Oh, all right. That motherfucker on the last legs then.
Damn. At least
All
they
right.
trying to give us some new shit, bro.
Let's see what else I got. Delta Force open beta has started. I still haven't played Delta Force. You know, it's very akin to Battlefield. I haven't, but I only know Blaze tried it out, but it doesn't have controller support. It only has keyboard support. So, and Blaze is a controller guy. So
Blaze tried it. That's all I need to know.
come on, it might be good. I gotta try
Thumbs
it.
down. Thumbs down. That's all I need to know,
As
bro.
long as you don't recommend it, you'll be all right.
I gotta try.
That's
it.
true.
But the beta's out. If anybody wants to go on Steam and Steam only and download it, go try the game out. All right. What else I got? Marvel Rivals came out.
Oh God.
I've been playing outside of my Veilguard time, and I've been enjoying the game. I mean, I enjoy the beta a lot, so I really knew I would like the full game when it came out. Shout out to them because listen, it's already a cheat code, and they're already like living life on easy because they have Marvel properties. We talked about this before. Like, if you fail with a Marvel property, then you're probably ass and you're doing shit wrong because it's already a cheat code. You don't got to come up with character designs. You don't got to come up with their powers. Everything is already written out for you. You just have to do the execution. And it launched with like day one, over 400,000 concurrent players on Steam. People seem happy. They're enjoying it. Launched with like I think over 30 characters, and
33.
this is, huh?
There's like 33 or 34.
Yeah, 33. And and that's the thing, bro. Marvel has a wealth of characters, right, for all the different play styles you need, and they're launching with 33 characters. They are probably like looking at the long list of all the Marvel characters and be like, yo, who do we fucking add? Who? I think some might have leaked already, I think. And they just have their choice of like, yo, we can add whoever, bro. My main is Cloak and Dagger. I like them because they're both healing and like is damage. You switch to Cloak when you want to do some more damage. He's mainly offensive, but Dagger also
What
has,
you mean healing? Like support healing?
Yeah,
Not support healing.
Yes,
No
yes,
way.
support
You playing
healing.
a support character?
Yes, yes. Let's put it to bed.
No way.
Yes, I know.
way.
I know
What?
the allegations and the narrative of me that I'm not a team player. I know y'all like to believe it. It's never been true. It's absolutely cap.
Okay, so you get stats in the post game, right? I need to see some pictures of
Yes.
your healer stats. I know you ain't healing shit.
I
You
mean,
never ran
here's the
teammates. There's
thing.
no way.
Jack,
There's no way.
I got gameplay in here. You're gonna see. This is not my gameplay right here. When it comes on, you're gonna see me. I mainly play as Dagger because she's the half of them that has the healing powers, and I.
When did you become a team player, BG? I love that about you.
been that since you met me.
Never.
Get everybody
Since
here to
y'all
play the
met
game
me.
with you, BG. Everybody here to play the game with you, BG.
Yeah, y'all
BG,
love to
this
lie
part-
about me.
No, a few months
I
ago,
feel like you-
we said that because the whole argument was you and BG, and he said if you have a team of yourself, there's still no teamwork because you're gonna lone wolf times 6. You don't work with a team. You
That's
lone
not
wolfing.
true. I don't want to have this
You
argument
had,
again.
you had like an hour argument.
I am a amazing
Everybody
teammate.
here has seen you game before, BG, and everybody here to play the game.
I'm an
with you
amazing
before. We know
teammate,
what's going
And we've
on.
all
And-
thrown up. We've all
And
thrown
anybody
up.
would be lucky to have me as a teammate. That's just facts. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know.
Niggas think you're
This terrible just accusation has just been put on my jacket that I'm not a team player, and I don't know how to get it off of me, man. It's a stench, and it's unfair.
You're a good player. You're just not a team player. There's a
I
difference.
disagree.
You the Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? You might not get too many assists, but you gonna shine on your own.
Is it?
You know
is
what I
it?
mean?
I'm not the team player, or the people around me aren't the team player. Ever
You
thought
gonna get
about
40 points, 8 rebounds, and a losing effort. You ain't gonna have too many assists.
what if
on
it's
you-
the
on
other
your-
way
on
around?
your-
What if it's
yeah.
the people around me? You never thought about that? What if the okay? Let me put it to you this way. I'm Kobe, right? I got this huge work ethic. What if everybody around me is just a lazy bum ass Shaq?
One of the most dominant players in the NBA
Yes,
history.
but look, but that was Kobe's
fuck?
biggest. That was Kobe and many other people's complaint. And Shaq said it himself. Shaq said he would have been even greater.
He was lazy. He was
If,
lazy.
if he had a better work ethic. So the people around me may not have no work ethic.
Look at the
and
numbers
then
he
they
put up
blame
being
me.
lazy though. He got 4 rings being lazy. I don't know
Hey.
about that, BG.
Hey.
I don't know about that one, brother.
Anyway,
BG, you're lazy is not showering until your wife says something. That's not the same type of Shaq lazy.
anyway, yeah, my main Cloak and Dagger. I just love their play style. I also play Storm. I really like Storm from the beta. I like Winter Soldier. So I think Winter Soldier needs a buff. Some people call me crazy for that. Think he's OP because he has 3 shots in his gun. He has like a Magnum, and there's only 3 shots in it. So every time after them 3 shots out, you got to reload every single time. That's a lot of fucking reloading. Just 3 shots in the gun, right? There is an ability, if you use the ability, it automatically reloads your gun still. And I think he has this grappling hook move. I think the grappling hook move comes out a little bit slower. I think if you're a slower character overall, I just feel like you're at a yes, they may give you like the attack power and the power edge, but I still think speed in this game is a bigger edge than power. And that's where I come from. I don't think he needs a crazy buff. Something small, like just grappling hook a little bit faster and put 1 more shot in his gun, and I think I'll be good with that. And I'm still trying other characters, but I like the game. I mean, it's my same feelings from the beta. I think it's really good. Listen, third person makes a difference. I talked about this when the beta came out. Third person makes a world of difference. I'm sorry, it does. We know the Overwatch comparisons. This is more fun than Overwatch. It's better than Overwatch. The characters are Marvel characters. I like Marvel. Third person makes shit automatically better. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's just better. It's more fun. Free to play. Try it out.
Oh,
It's
it's
not
free to
too
play.
bad because I think it'll just like get like more. A long game is going to get a lot of money, like for content and stuff like that down the line, because they've already shown like MCU costumes, like other costumes that they had, and plus they have a good variety of like other characters that they can use. Like they just added like Squirrel Girl.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were definitely happy about that one. So I
Yeah.
think it's long term because they already showed like the Fantastic Four
Mm-hmm.
getting teased like in the leak. So it's gonna be crazy in the long run for this game specifically.
Yeah, they
I
added.
haven't had too much time to play it, but so far my main, is Venom because I played that beta just because they had that Marvel vs. Capcom inspired by Venom 2 in its skin.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll play it just a little bit, but not enough to really speak on how it is now compared to that. But I'll just say if you're gonna be a DP as character, just go to Conquest. Do not try to because you need to be team based if you're trying to complete objectives in like quick matches.
Yeah.
Please.
One thing I have been seeing, I mean, this is always a complaint, is people saying people don't want to play healer a lot. And there's good heal characters. Adam Warlock,
Luna Snow.
Yeah, Luna Snow, Cloak and Dagger. There's some good healing characters, bro. So it's not like
Jeff the Shark. That's the main one.
Oh, he's a healer?
Yeah, what's this shark I keep seeing? I keep seeing the shark as a meme.
Yeah, Jeff the Shark.
So
because people really been killing people in the game.
So
That's
Jeff
why.
the Shark, he has this ability where essentially he creates like a whirlpool, and what people have been doing is once you get dragged in the whirlpool, he can just throw an entire team off the cliff and just get a pentakill if you get caught in the whirlpool. So it could be a bit overpowered depending on like the stage or where you're located. So that's what the meme has been, because people are getting annoyed at the shark. They'll probably nerf him a little bit. I haven't run into anybody doing nothing crazy with him, but they may the game they gonna balance.
I've been running the Wolverine specifically, like when he launches at you and just like he has you like grabs essentially and you're making damage, like you can't really do nothing because he already got you already. Then that's about it.
Yeah.
And I've heard like Iron Fist is really hard to deal with because he can like really mess you up real fast.
Yeah. They still got some balancing to do. It's a great start though for this game. I look forward to the whole Marvel Rivals has lost 90% of its player like they do with every game. It's gonna happen, bro. It happens with every game. It's not a big deal when it happens. I do think this game will have longer legs and it'll take a while to get to that. Losing,
you don't think losing 90% of your players is a big deal?
No, I don't. Depending on what your height is. Like with Pal World, when they said Pal World had like what 2.5 million people playing at one point, and it lost 90%. That's still a lot of fucking people. That's more people playing your game than a bunch of other live service games. So as long as it's sustainable and you're still making money and you still have, to me, if you have like 50, 100, 200,000 people playing your game, I don't care if you started at 2 million. That's having 200,000 is still amazing. You can survive off that. You're doing more than well enough off that, because you have to take into account that a lot of those early initial people are people that just want to try the game out, especially if it's free to play. So you have to assume there's going to be a big chunk of people that may not like the game, fall off of it, whatever the case may be, move on to another game. That shit naturally happens, bro. It is what it is. I don't think that's a marker or an indication of like health. I think
because like when they say like 90%, it's like where are they getting the numbers from? Are they made 90% on like Steam or just like the
Steam.
entire overall?
They're just talking about Steam.
Actual just numbers.
They're only talking about Steam.
Because I could say like, yeah, I lost like 50% of like the profit I just made, but like I'm not giving you any numbers, so you don't know what profit tangible numbers I actually made. So they can use that percentage, but without actual numbers. But for this game specifically, it's gonna last very long because it already popped off so big, and because of the Marvel name, and it's a easy way to familiarization for people to want to even play this game. Like I know Maximilian, he was not interested in this game, but when he saw like the character designs, like Psylocke specifically, like he was like, okay. And then Venom, his Marvel vs. Capcom's game. He was like, okay, I'll play this, and now he's already like checking it out. That's how they get people sucked into this game.
Yeah.
So it'll work out for them.
Yeah.
Because it worked for me.
Yeah. So yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. What's up?
Are there any characters that you feel like are just carbon copy with different colors, or do they all truly feel as unique as they should?
No, so I haven't played with every character, but no, I think they really do a good job at like making each character feel different. The only characters maybe I feel like might be similar are Scarlet Witch and Hela, maybe, but I haven't played with them. They just seem to be kind of similar. But no, and I think I think you can actually focus on making each character unique. When you don't have to worry, once again, you don't have to worry about character design and all the shit and like creating shit from scratch. Even like Winter Soldier and Winter Soldier, Punisher, and what's his name? The other flying nigga from Guardians of the Galaxies. What's his name? Star-Lord. Like they all use guns, but they're all very different. Even though they're all like gun users, they none of them play the same. So they did a really good job with that.
And y'all weren't fucking with multiverses, were y'all?
No, sir.
Got it.
That's over. So I don't got nothing else to say. I'm enjoying the game. It's good. Jack, you should try it out. I mean, it's third person. I'm about to do to you what y'all do to me. It's a third person shooter, Jack. Why you like third person shooters?
He don't care for Marvel like that, so he's not gonna check out this game.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you.
But y'all don't see. But when I be saying shit like that, y'all think I should play everything.
It because you be on here campaigning for shit. Like you be like, you know what I mean? You be on your soapbox, and then when some shit come out, you don't ain't fought with it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We got this, we ain't got that. We need this, we need that. Like, hey, BG, this came out. I ain't fuck with that shit.
But they don't give me that. they make any multiplayer game, and y'all be like, BG, you should play that. That's not the multiplayer game I described. Y'all don't give me that benefit of the doubt and that consideration. Right. Especially you, Wonton. I'm on your ass. I know it'd be you.
Oh.
You be crying just for multiplayer in general, it seems like.
No, that's not true. I'm very specific with the multiplayer I want. You just ignore me because
when Sony announced fucking 15 live servers, you was excited.
Wonton,
you definitely hopped out the court.
We didn't even know what type of genre it was going to be, what type of game it was going to be. You was just excited.
Because I like the idea that they're exploring and investing in multiplayer. That don't mean I want every multiplayer idea they spit out. And you be ignoring the fact when I make that clear. I detail what I want. You ignore that fat ass stomach covering your ears.
Whoa.
You know, BG, that's a fair point. But I'm gonna say this: so far, it ain't working out.
All right, it's not. I agree with you, but I still want them to keep going till they figure it out. So that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Wow.
Well, they are canceled like most of them for you, BG, and then Fair Games coming out next year.
Oh shit.
Fair Games and Marathon.
Oh boy.
And
I've seen a lot of people are bringing up Concord, or like the woes of Concord, I guess you can say, regarding Marvel Rivals' success. What do you think about that?
Concord sucks. I mean, I don't. What do you want me to say? The game's ass.
That's not even a fair compare. Like you compare the shitty knockoff to like the real thing. Like you know what I mean? Like
it's not good. Concord's not good. I don't know why anybody would compare Concord.
I'm just
to
saying,
Marvel
like
Rivals.
as far as like characters, like bro.
It does.
Would you rather play
better.
a shitty Guardian of the Galaxy or the actual like characters? Like what are we talking about?
Actual characters.
Yeah, like what?
And just to toot the old third person is better horn. Helldivers, out of all the multiplayer games that PlayStation has either partnered with somebody to make or made themselves, the only successful one, third person. Just saying. There's some third person. It's just better, man. Things just end up better when you go third person, man. And we're gonna get into that later, also. But
Uh-oh.
and what fair games is
brother.
also fair games. Unfortunately, also a first person game, right? I think.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, that's what it looked
and,
like.
Do we
what's the
see
other-
gameplay for fair games or no?
I don't think so. I think we just saw.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's first person.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We didn't see
positive.
gameplay though. We saw like that stupid ass robbery trailer or some shit like that. They were them pulling a heist. Marathon, first person shooter. Oh fuck.
Oof.
Third person. Third person, bruh. I keep.
You know
I
what
keep.
was third person, BG?
I keep screaming it from the mountaintop. Oh, don't start. Don't start.
We should have had Bond on
No,
this week, man.
no,
Fuck.
I don't want to hear from him.
You know what is third person, BG? Come on, man. We got
Fuck him. So
you know what is third person, Jack?
So it is what it is. All right. That's it for Marvel Rivals. Shout out to NetEase. What else I got? There was Jazzy, I don't know if you saw this, like allegedly the Switch 2 Joy-Cons might have leaked. People don't know if it's fake or not. It looked the same, don't it?
I ain't see that.
I don't know what to think of it. I didn't really pay attention.
Okay, it's all right. It might have been fake.
I heard it was
don't
like
know.
rumored to be, and once it said rumor, I'm like, nah, I'm not paying it no mind.
Okay. I
But you
looked
saying
at
it
it.
looked just like the other ones?
It looked like the regular Joy-Cons. And my thing is, which might not be a problem because I don't know if you really need to do that much redesigning on the Joy-Cons. I don't really feel like you would need to, but
so
if they have a better build, then I'll be fine with it.
Y'all think this is the
In
first time
comparison to the
Nintendo?
regular Joy-Cons.
Y'all think this is the first time Nintendo ain't gonna deviate too much from like the previous system? Like they gonna kind of, you know what I mean? Keep it similar.
I think they'll do something to where it stands out to be different, but I feel like because of how successful the Switch is, and plus it's going to be backwards compatible, so it's already going to be like the Switch in that way anyway.
Yeah.
If it already has backwards compatibility, and plus, if it's still going to go with the hybrid concept, I think it's going to be the same. But the only thing I'm curious about is because we still don't know like how this system is even new system is going to be from Nintendo themselves. The only thing that's been kind of hinted at, but we're not even sure then, is like if it's going to do something to where it kind of does like a dual screen type of thing. I would want that, but I have no idea how it's going to go for some of these games, for new games I have or whatever.
okay. All
They
right.
should, because it's like their most successful and fastest selling console that they have. So it's like,
Yeah.
it would be a no brainer for them to keep continuing like the Switch version, but they might have something different, but we just don't know yet.
PlayStation knows y'all get all weak in the knees and wet for nostalgia. So as a part of the 30th anniversary, they released an update where you can change parts of the like PS5 startup sound and the background like to previous generations, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. Change the sounds. And y'all are weak when it comes to nostalgia. Like this shit, some people were like, oh, I heard the PS2 sound and it made me cry. I'm like, you fucking bitches. Y'all are so fucking weak, bro. This is what y'all get excited for? Some sounds?
It's not even permanent.
A little nostalgia, and that's the thing. I don't know why it wouldn't be permanent. Like, why would you?
You should have made it an option, like just an option.
Why? That's my question.
It doesn't make any sense because you obviously invested resources to creating this. So why would it be timed? Like, I don't understand removing even shit that nobody uses unless it's costing you to upkeep it. And this is not one of those situations. I don't understand the point in removing it unless you're trying to make it like, oh, this special thing because it's for the 30th anniversary that like if you keep it there, it makes it less special. I can imagine some people might sell they like PS5 and just remove it from the internet, like so it doesn't update. Some people might do that. I think you might be able to do that. This got y'all excited?
No,
it looks terrible. I mean, I haven't seen it in person, but the 1/3 fucking. That's another thing, bro. Out of all the shit we as gamers should be asking Sony specifically for, the main thing I always see is why don't we have themes back? We don't, bro. Who gives a fuck about a theme, dog? That's the main thing y'all niggas be out. Theme? I don't give a fuck about a theme. On top of that, you see how they doing them now, a little 1/3 of the screen? That shit look trash, bro. Like, this shit is ugly. Who the fuck cares about themes? I don't. It's so much other UI improvements we could be asking for, service improvements we could be asking for, quality of life. These niggas talking about themes. What is we doing? Chat?
Playoffs.
Shit is crazy, bro.
I think the sounds are fire though. Even if they take the image away, if they can keep the I do think there
sounds.
should be a level of, I think there should be a level of customization with our consoles, bro. I like it. I mean, I know they half-assed it, but the sounds, I like that. I got mine on PS3 sounds right now.
Because
mine on
they
PS2.
didn't even say like what time that actually is gonna go away either. So they'll just be able to like you don't know.
I think if you redeemed it within a allotted time period, you should be able to keep it. It's not harming nobody. It's not, you know what I mean? I downloaded the patch, but I haven't even like went in and put them on there or no shit like that.
Yeah, it's just like a console like update, and then you'll just get it. It'll just boot up like a PS1 with like the sounds, like 30th anniversary, like every time.
I mean, it's a cool.
You can turn it off
situation.
if you want to.
Yeah, it's a cool novelty situation. I ain't mad at it. I don't know why they getting rid of it. That don't make no sense. But
yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
But BG, you saw the power of nostalgia when they announced the Pro. Everybody complained about the price. Then they announced the 30th anniversary edition and how they flipped.
For 12.
Bro, nostalgia does something crazy to people. What, like, it's so crazy to see people react to it because it does absolutely nothing for me. Like, I don't see this and get excited.
You know what's crazy about nostalgia overall is that the same people that will say they care about nostalgia and it gets them to do certain things, they're also against things like physical media. They're against things like stores staying open. Like, you don't have to be nostalgic for it. Some of this shit could still exist if y'all would just, same way y'all demanded for certain shit. If y'all actually went out and did certain shit, you know what I mean? The same people that'll pay $1,200 because the PS5 look like the PS1 are the same people that said, "Why do y'all care if the PS3 store closes down? Who the fuck is still using it? Why the fuck do y'all care if they put games in special editions anymore? Who the fuck still using disc?" But then the moment they show you a PS1 disc or their little animation, you get teary-eyed and weepy-eyed. My nigga, you don't really care. Like, that's what be getting me. It's a lot of contradictory shit be going on around this community. But you know what? I digress once again. Let me fall back.
But even then, like the PS Plus, like the most expensive tier is to play those old catalog of games from different generations back then that PlayStation has to like add on or whatnot. So, because that crowd specifically likes to talk about they don't care about the nostalgia and like where the new games at and all that. So it's like
first ones run out of
weird,
like 30th anniversary. First ones run out of
like, oh yeah, this PS1 game added to PlayStation Plus, like Dino Crisis and all that. But I'm like,
it's a sick world, man. I get shamed for wanting something that improves performance. And I get called the dickhead and everything but a child of God. But niggas add a color, and suddenly it's all warranted.
People definitely folded for that.
Niggas, you change the color of something, and all of a sudden it's okay. All right, that's why I be telling all of y'all to suck my dick, and I don't care what y'all think about my purchases.
So what they did, I guess they did this theme situation for the 30th anniversary. The 30th anniversary was on the 3rd, right? The 3rd of December, just passed.
Yeah.
They didn't have nothing else. They
thought they were going to do an announcement.
Yeah, they thought Bloodborne was coming.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Somebody said that PlayStation supposed to announce something at December 3rd. So is that
that Bloodborne update? Remember the maintenance?
Yeah, that didn't happen. That was supposed to be on the 3rd. Didn't happen. Didn't happen.
They ain't want to say no. We 5 days removed. They ain't want to say nothing about that chat. Nothing. That's all okay.
Niggas expecting a big announcement from PlayStation. I'm like, I don't. Not at the Game Awards.
Oh, but no, BG. They the last game they showed that PlayStation anniversary was Bloodborne. BG, it's totally coming. BG.
BG. You say you don't expect no big announcement at the Game Awards. I
expect an announcement for something big. No, have they ever really done a big announcement at the Game Awards recently? Like,
it's never too soon for them at this current juncture, though, my guy. We need something.
I think they're gonna be there, and they're gonna be there and have a trailer because they're not gonna pass up an opportunity to show something with all those viewers. I don't expect a brand new.
Surely they have something.
I don't expect a brand new game announcement.
Off the top of my head, BG, couple things. They could, if it exists, they could show that God of War remastered shit that been rumored.
Possible.
Another
or if they want to go real big, we get to see Naughty Dog's new IP. Something.
That's not happening.
I think. Well, I don't know if they've been talking about this on Twitter, and I ain't been on Twitter, but Mafia YouTube page. If you've been paying attention, they've been dropping a lot of like really short videos, like 1 second, 2 second. I feel like they might got a trailer at the game.
Oh, Mafia trailer, need that.
I feel like they're showing the old country at the VGAs, bro. I got that feeling. They teasing it. I feel like they teasing it right now.
Yeah,
need something though.
But do you think it's going to be like a reveal or like a game that's coming like in 2025?
You talking about from PlayStation?
Yeah.
If
bro, I just need to see something, bro. Like I don't know what they doing over there.
I don't
bro.
think it's going to be anything like new IP. I could see a remake if it's like God of War. I can see them do that there. And if it's coming out in 2025, then they'll do it. Yeah. But.
You know something they never did, and I think it'd be lit. You know, whoever they got over there running should come out. They show a new trailer for something, or show a little teaser, be like, you can see more at the next state of play or PlayStation showcase, and then they give us a release date on that. Let's PlayStation make it active, bro. What y'all doing? They've been dormant for far too long, in my opinion.
PlayStation is you got to look at the pattern for the last few years. They're only going to show you something that's coming out in the next like 8 months to a year.
That's cool.
That's it.
That's cool.
So
I'm with it.
Yeah, they copying the Nintendo strategy pretty much, where it's like a short notice, so that way you know it's coming soon.
I'm with it, man. I just want to see something, bro. That's all, bro.
So it would be pretty cool if it was like that Venom standalone game. I could see that.
Wolverine. Then they ain't showed Wolverine in 3 years. Chat, y'all know that, right? They ain't showed Wolverine since 2021.
Well, they didn't show it by themselves, at least.
I mean, we saw more of it, but that wasn't supposed to be seen. You know what I mean?
But we weren't supposed to know about that at all.
No, know what I'm saying. Like they ain't showing it officially since 2021. So, hey man, what we doing?
But yeah, we'll see.
Venom DLC. It's a lot of shit standalone game. If that's still coming out, who knows?
I would figure that would come out before Wolverine.
Did they even get finished making that? Tony Todd fucking passed away. Like
he said, they had a bunch of voice recordings they didn't use.
Okay, I guess they could probably. Well, they got. Well, I don't know. They probably figured it out.
I think we already knew this, but they reiterated it that PlayStation said the PlayStation Portal is a huge success. I think they said that before, and they're reiterating it.
You want to get into the other news with the PlayStation Portal, BG?
What's the news? I don't know anything else.
Let them know, Jack.
Oh yeah, PlayStation got a new thing to where you can play it off of the cloud now, so you don't technically have to own a PlayStation 5 to play on the PlayStation Portal. So that's
I thought we talked about that last week.
What?
That's a new update.
We might
have did talk about that last week. That's a new update. Though.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
That's when your internet got like packed.
That's a new update.
Okay.
I was on last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, we talked.
I think your internet was like messing up.
Oh yeah. My shit did fuck up last week. You're right. It did.
All right.
I ain't never fuck it up today. It started raining and shit.
You got anything to say? Because I know when you initially wanted, native, they couldn't run on the cloud. I mean, if you want to give us the breakdown.
Jazz, I ain't got too much to say, man. I'm never gonna get my flowers. People still gonna hate me, man. I'm falling back, Jazz. When I say something, it's always I'm doom and gloom. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And then it ended up happening. You know what I mean? I'm like chopping a bit. What ended up happening. So I'm a fall back, man. You know what I mean? It's on Twitter. Y'all can go see what Jazzy talking about, bro. Y'all just gotta stop jumping off the porch and hating me so much, man. I really just be, you know what I mean? I be spitting that ism for real, Jazzy. I don't know why they don't like me, bro. I'm cool enough, man. Yeah, I just be, I be telling y'all what y'all. I don't tell y'all what y'all want to hear, man. I tell y'all what y'all need to hear, man. What y'all gonna hear, right?
You've been waiting all week to say that.
Yeah. Last week we spoke about it being like a native handheld that then we did talk about that.
Oh
before,
yeah,
that was
yeah,
flipped
yeah,
out.
yeah. That's
This
right.
is like completely different because they're adding it to where you can run down the cloud. You couldn't beforehand, and certain people were coming at you specifically saying that wasn't possible. You're an idiot and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's back because okay,
again,
so last November, I said the fact that Sony is tethering their accessories to owning a PS5, but not playing the games themselves. Like you could play a lot of the latest and greatest PS5 games without owning a PS5, but you got niche products like the PSVR 2 and Portal tied to owning a $550 console. It don't make sense. Those are enthusiast products that you locking it behind an additional paywall. It just doesn't make sense to me in my mind.
Well,
If you want people to
VR,
buy them.
you can use on PC VR games now.
Yeah, I know. Now you can. I said this before any of that was possible. So yeah, that's why I was like, I don't understand why you need to own a PS5 to use either one of these things when you don't even need to own a PS5 to play PS5 games, technically. Well, Jack Move, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They'll never do that. Yada, yada, yada. A couple of months later, oh, y'all know we putting PSVR on PC, right? Okay, that's one down. Last week, you don't need a PS5 to play on the PS. Okay, cool. So last November, I said that, and now everything. Time is a flat circle, Alex. I just need people to put a little respect on me, bro. That's it. That's it. I'll be talking. I'll be pulling shit out my ass, brother. Come on now.
Not every time.
Sometimes I do.
I put something in there, but not something out.
I'm not a successful businessman, but I am a businessman at the end of the day. I just when I see certain shit, I'm like, okay, that don't make sense. You know what I mean? If you're showing a propensity to willing to do this, why wouldn't you be willing to do that? I don't get it. You know what I mean? Sometimes
it's just what you're saying at the moment, and then when something else happens on their PlayStation where they actually do the thing, they kind of like switch up and act like it never happened. Like they were always on the right side of history at that point.
The shit sounds stupid till it ain't stupid. You know what I mean? Is it still stupid?
Mm-hmm.
You know
but
I
Jack,
mean?
the reason people sometimes take you less serious is because you cry wolf, or you cry wolf sometimes and get extra dramatic.
No, not at all.
On certain things. So when you say the things that absolutely make sense, it just look like, oh, there go Jack Move being dramatic again.
What I cry wolf on, BG?
The whole everything is a catastrophe and everything is ending in a disaster.
I only thing I said with that is that if you look at the timeline when Sony stopped, really, if you go back before 2020, Sony was doing constant updates, constant game release, like everything was flowing like clockwork. But the moment they announced the PS5, the moment Jim Ryan got up there with that bullshit, it ain't been the same.
But it's the stuff.
Right before COVID, it ain't been the same. BG.
I'm just talking specifically about stuff like, oh, the gaming industry is heading into another gaming crash. The PS5 about to be $1,000. The Rapture's coming. That shit. That's when you get extra excited and dramatic.
I said the PS5
he ain't too far off. He ain't too far off.
Yeah, he ain't.
I'm sorry.
We're headed to a gaming crash. I can't do it with y'all.
I said the PS5 Pro was gonna be $700. People told me to go fuck myself. You crazy? It's no way. You told me it was no way in
that. Jack said that casually, like it wasn't like an exaggeration.
And BG said there's no way that's happening. He literally said that.
He said it was gonna be $50 more.
I didn't think they were. That was before.
They said this motherfucker $700.
That was before I knew the things that they were adding to it. But once again,
that was the week before.
A base PS5 isn't going to be $1,000. That's all I'm saying. You jump out the window, Jack. You jump out the window.
Now, if it's 900 and some change, and you touching that 1,000, you still gonna be like,
hey, BG leaving out the point that the PS5 Pro with a disc drive is $800. Like, come on now. And these tariffs ain't making shit cheaper either. You do know that.
A base PS5 is not going to be $1,000, and you're going to have to pay me,
PS6,
sir. PS6. A base PS6 is not going to be $1,000.
So is the PS6 going to be cheaper than the PS5 Pro when they launch?
I don't think I got no bet with BG on that.
We made a bet.
We got a bet on something. It ain't that. I got a bet with Tom.
You did on one of the podcasts. You did. You agreed.
You agreed.
What was the bet?
Y'all agreed to a game, I believe.
I think it's $60. Yeah, like $60, $70 a game.
All right, cool. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But he got to bet with Tyrek too. If he lose, he got to buy Tyrek a PS6.
Yeah, we got to bet on the console. Whoever
Jack,
wins,
you
gotta
gonna
buy the
look
other person the
crazy buying this man a whole console,
But
bruh.
this was my bet though, BG. I said there will be a SKU at launch that retails for $9.99. So if they got a
there will
SKU,
not be.
you don't think it's gonna be at least one SKU of the PS6 that's gonna have a $9.99? Okay.
You know what? You know how Jack gonna get around it? They gonna say PS6 with the portal. They gonna do what they did with the collector's edition.
That is a SKU, Alex. That is a SKU.
That's not the no, that's not the same. That's a bundle. That's a bundle. That's not the same.
A bundle is a SKU.
No,
That's a SKU.
Jack, you're cheating. That's not a bundle. That's a bundle. That's not a PS5 itself.
If you charge my card with one price,
I'm gonna say this. If it's not recognized by Sony as the price, that don't count. Like if Walmart do that shit, that don't count to me. But if Sony themselves come out and say,
like what they did with the anniversary, what they just
if they come out themselves and say this shit is $9.99 USD, nigga, I feel like I won. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
And they didn't even come out. They waited until like they led the pre-orders up that it was $1,000.
Hey, them $1,200 bundles just flew off the fucking shelf, easy peasy. Niggas couldn't wait to buy them.
It's not gonna happen. But let's.
You said that about the PS5 Pro.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Sorry, it's not gonna happen.
That's cool.
He ain't giving you your flowers, Jack.
I give Jack his flowers when he's right, but he also jumps out the window. That's the thing.
I don't jump out the window. The thing about game like sports gaming, it's all about people saying hot takes or predictions and seeing if they come true or not. That's all I'm doing. I'm providing my insight or what I feel like is insight, and either it happens or it don't. I'm cool with being wrong. I don't want the PS6 to be $1,000. I think it will be. I don't want it to be. Now I want it to be because I got a bet on it, but shit.
If you would have said the PS6 Pro, then I would have been like, okay, but you said the base, so and that sounds, it's insane. It's insanity.
Indeed.
It's going to be no lower than like probably the PS5 Pro at least. And they've already took out the disc drive on that to be $700. So it'll go up from there.
Just from a business standpoint, you're not going to charge less than $700 for the PS6 because like Jazzy just said, it's going to make your other product look inferior. It's going to make it look like you sold them some bullshit. How are you selling me this now?
For the same thing?
Why? But the PS4 was cheaper than the PS3.
Because the PS3 lost at a fucking astronomical price.
But nobody looked at the PS4 like, oh, that's inferior. Because it's
no,
much
but
lesser.
the PS3 was also, bro. Come on, bro. That was
think about what you was getting at that time. You had a Blu-ray player in the console. You had backwards compatibility to PlayStation 1. You had Wi-Fi already in the console. Xbox was having to get a Wi-Fi module. It was
who's gonna think that though?
Alex, BG also leaving out that was a catastrophic move for them to charge that much. That was catastrophic. Who's doing that shit, bro?
Who's gonna
at the time that number was the issue? Like
exactly.
Okay, but who's looking at like, oh, this is cheaper than what nobody's gonna be thinking about what the price of the PS6 and thinking, oh, 7-8 years ago the PS5 was this much. This must mean it's inferior. Nobody makes that connection.
Nintendo is on record. Somebody can find this quote. They once said, I think this was when the Wii U was coming out. They asked them, how much are your games gonna be? They said we could easily charge lesser than our competition, but if we do that, it's going to be viewed as a lesser product. So we're not going to do it. They literally said
a lesser product versus the competition, not their own product. Yeah. That's different.
I just feel like if you're really telling me the PS6 is going to be that, and it's really so much stronger than a PS5 or even a PS5 Pro, how are you charged? Like tech ain't getting cheaper, my guy. It used to.
Depending on what parts you use, it does get cheaper.
True, and they making this bitch in China.
BG acting like he don't understand how commerce works. We know
that I do. What
sticker price?
First of all, what Jack says doesn't apply to the situation.
So let me ask you this too,
people may think it's inferior to your competitor's device, not to your own device. That's not how it works.
True. Let me ask you this question too. Do you not think there's going to be a PS6 option with a disc drive at launch, or you think they just going to sell that separately again?
I think they're going to go safe and keep a disc drive option. I don't know if it's going to be. It might be an attachment.
So history has shown us that a disc drive attachment for Sony is anywhere between $80 and $100 after tax. So any PlayStation 6 with a disc drive automatically going to be $100 more. So if you think,
let's say it is.
Let that fuck around, right? Let's just say it's going to be $100 more than the PS5 Pro. That's $800 with a disc drive. That's $900 right there. That's if they only want to go $100 more.
That's not how it's gonna work, bro.
How
This assumption,
right with the PS5.
this assumption that it's gonna be a why are you making this assumption it's gonna be $100 like more than the Pro?
The same reason when the Pro's coming out, you said it's probably gonna be $50, $100 more.
Bro, that's
you said
not,
the same
that's
thing.
That's not how it's gonna
A
work,
new
bro.
system, when a new system come out, nobody says this new system is gonna be cheaper than the previous system.
Bro,
nobody in the history of anything has ever said that.
The relation of the base to the Pro to the next
That's
base
cool.
console, the relationship works differently with pricing.
cool.
That's not how it works.
So-
they
so-
don't make choices
So let me ask you a
like
question.
based on
Let me
the
ask you a
Pro.
question. Let me ask you a question then. Why didn't the PS4 was the PS4 cheaper at launching the was the PS5 cheaper at launching the PS4 Pro?
Was the PS5 cheaper
I
than the
think
PS4 Pro?
PS5 digital
It
was the same
it was
price as the PS4 Pro, but I don't remember.
Was it cheaper?
I think it was about the same
PS4 Pro
price.
was the same price. It was the same price, wasn't it?
Was it the same price?
Same price as the PS5 digital.
The
It
PS4
was, I
Pro
remember
was
that, I think.
$400, right? The PS5
Yeah, it was 400.
was $400.
So it was
What's
the
up?
same price.
Yeah.
So you have you ever went into a new console saying it's gonna be cheaper? I don't think nobody says that, bro.
Bro, it's based on the parts they choose and the pricing.
Have you ever done that? Is my question. I'm not asking what they do. I'm asking, have you ever went into a new console and said this is going to be cheaper than the previous one? Have you ever done that?
It might be the same. I think it might be around the same price of the original base.
So you've thought that a console was going to come out and be the same price. I'm just asking. This is yes or no? Maybe.
I don't assume it's gonna. Yeah, like around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
This is why BG do that because he.
What do you like? I don't understand what because y'all keep bringing up the Pro. The decision of the base has nothing to do with the Pro.
I didn't say it did. I'm just asking questions.
So if you said
okay, cool. I got you. I got what you just said. Let me ask you this follow-up question. Do you feel the base PS6 is going to be stronger than a PS5 Pro?
I expect it to, yeah. Yeah, well, it should be, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and the base PS5 was what? $400, right? I can't remember what the PS5 was.
I can't remember either. I really can't remember.
I can't remember.
The PS5 was $499, wasn't it? Yeah, it was $499.
I can't remember. Okay, it was $500.
So what? It wasn't cheaper.
Okay, so it was $500. Okay, let's do your logic. Okay, so let's
the PS5 Pro was $400 and the PS5 was $499. It was $100 more.
Okay, so let's use your logic. The same thing you added. Okay, $500. Let's add $100 more. We're at $600.
That's what I just said. So I say okay. So no, you saying from the base? I'm talking about
from the base.
No.
See, I don't believe in you using the 6 pricing as
this is what.
I don't know why you're using the Pro for that.
Let's rewind this, right? The PS4 Pro was $400, right? The PS4 Pro was $400. The PS5 was $500. So by that logic, the PS5 Pro is $700. Going by what we just did, that means the PS4 at the lowest would be $800, and if it added a disc drive, would make it $900.
That's not how it's going to work, Jack, because they didn't that choice on the Jack. You're seeing two things that are not connected and assuming that's how it works.
Am I in Twilight Zone?
Jack, this is what I'm saying. You're seeing the pricing of two things and thinking that there's some type of like systematic thing of how it works.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying, we just going off trends, right? So if the Pro console, if the PS4 Pro was $400 and the PS5, the next console after was $500 and the PS5 Pro is $700, we just going off trends. We saying the next console might be $800 at least. It's gonna either be $700 or $800 for a discless version.
No.
Add a disc drive, which is $100, which we already seen is $100. That would make it $900. I would still be wrong in that scenario, but it would still be $900 for a disc drive in that console.
All I will say is the decision of the PS6 pricing has nothing to do with the Pro, and I'll leave it at that. It's not gonna. That's not what the deciding factor of the price.
I'm not saying everything is 1-to-1, but what I'm saying is we see how they price shit. So going forward, we just gotta assume. Also, a disc drive of that nature is $15, $25 max. But a disc drive from Sony is $180, $100 after tax. So we see they don't price shit accordingly. A disc drive does not cost $100. Everybody knows this.
Jack is like that dude from what's that dude?
A Blu-ray disc drive does not cost $100. It does not.
What's that?
Look it up.
What's that funny guy from Horrible Bosses? That has the board and is making all these connections. Jack, that's what
okay. All right.
I'm not mad at Jack's assumption because even off a video game, I mean, video games is particular because they can give you Mortal Kombat, for example, it's 70, but then we're gonna make you pay 50 for the extra characters for first season and shit like that. So we in a market where they inflate prices and then they let that be the standard. There was at one point we was like, nigga, ain't no way this is gonna be $100 games. There are $110, $120 day one games.
Okay, Jack. Outside of all of that, the simple reason I will absolutely tell you there will not be a $1,000 PS6 is because at that price you are pricing out a huge amount of people. And even though the price is increased and you may be gaining more money from those few people, you're still ultimately making much less money. That's why they won't do it. And they want more people to have a base PS6 because they're going to they want to make money from the software.
You don't think charging $10 more per game and charging $20 more per controller ain't pricing people out? And they went from charging you could get PS Plus for sale $30 a couple of years ago. Now it's like $120 for that same service. they combine some shit. So that ain't price nobody else.
My answer is no. Adding $10 to and that's different also. But adding $10 to a controller or games does not price out as many people as adding $500.
So make it PS Plus from PS Plus going from $50 to $90 a year. That ain't price nobody out.
Jack, sure, but you may be okay with that, right?
Okay,
but a console do not want to price people out because they want to make money from software.
Of course they do.
From people buying the games. If they price people out from PS Plus, bro, PS Plus is just some additional shit to them.
But it's also mandatory if you want to play online.
Sure, but that's not as much of a priority to them as actually getting the console in people's hands so they can.
Okay.
Because look, if you don't have PS6s in people's houses, they can't buy PS Plus. So what the fuck does that matter in that situation?
I think the market has shown. The market just has shown that people don't care, bro. Like before they even shown any spec, they say they don't watch social. They watch social media, bro. Before they showed any specs of the PS5 Pro, they didn't show no games running on day one. I don't care how much it costs. Day one. Everybody was saying that they released for 700. Man, 700 ain't nobody buying that shit. It was a little outrage, and then they said, "Hey, we made it like a PS1, but this is like 1,200 now." Oh, fuck! What really? Day one again? Let me slide my card. So the market has shown, and consumers have shown that. Really, if they worried about the price, they just got to make it look like a PS2. Make the PS6 look like a PS2 and charge $1,000 for that motherfucker. People gonna eat it up, bro.
Within limits,
people gonna eat it up.
Within limits, not at $1,000. It's not happening.
Okay? Real quick, I'm gonna ask BG a question that I asked him a couple of weeks ago. If the PS6 gets announced at $1,000 price tag, are you buying it day one?
Yes, that's me. I'm not most people.
Cool. You are not most people. You're not.
Have you said what price that you feel like would be smart for them to do PS6, BG, or you just don't know? You just know it's not 1,000.
I don't know. I know the PS6, the PS5 is at 60 million, some around that. If they, let's say they launched a PS5 at $1,000, they might be at 20 million. They're not going to do that. That's the reason they're not going to cut. Because you got to look at what they're losing out. Okay, look at what you're losing out by every customer you price out.
Let me ask you a question.
The motherfuckers that spend thousands and thousands of dollars on Fortnite, you are pricing them out, and you're losing that money on the other end of things.
BG, if 2004 Jack Move came to 2004 BG and say, BG, I got a feeling, bro, in 2 years Sony gonna charge $600 for their next console, what you would have said back then?
In what year?
in 2004, what you think you would have said? If I would have said, I think that PS3 gonna be about $600 day one, you would probably been like, that don't sound too. Nah, bro, you bugging, bro. You bugging, bro. You tripping, dog.
Sure.
Tripping.
Listen, I wish we could fast forward. I wish we could fast forward to 2029 right now so I could get my money from Jack. That's all I want to say. I always want my money now.
And you bringing up a good point. This is my other point that I've already said. $1,000 in 2024 ain't gonna hit like $1,000 in 2028 or 2029.
It won't.
Money losing value every day, especially the USD. It's getting bad.
Why are you
bro.
rubbing your chin like this? Nigga?
I'm just saying. I used to get 2 double cheeseburgers, extra onions on them bitches, $1 a piece.
Yes, that's true.
Now you get the 2 single patty joints. The meal is $9.
Jack Feet are doing this right now. He's doing this
we used to be a proper country. What the fuck going on? What's going on? Then he's had a double cheeseburger with the bacon for $2. You can't even get that motherfucker no more. I'd hate to see the price of that bitch. They bring it back about $7, $8. I used to get this for $2. What happened to the dollar menu?
Menu smaller too.
This nigga talking about snack wraps coming back. How much them motherfuckers go? Can they giving you a chicken wrap? How much that motherfucker going to
about
cost?
$5.
Just be like $1.
And you can eat it with 2 bites. It's gonna be
this shit is crazy. You see how they doing us? They not doing us no better, man. This shit is crazy.
Start selling bricks. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, this read ain't been streaming. I ain't gonna say too much. Hey, shout out to y'all. Salute.
Shawn Layden did some more interviews with somebody. I got a few points here that he made, paraphrased. I'm not bringing up his exact quotes. So he said, he pretty much, one of the things he said is we're not going to see another jump like we have in the past. Like when it comes to like console power, visuals, and things like that. That's not happening. And we talked about this a few months ago. I said the same thing. Like I think that's why a lot of people were disappointed heading into the PS5 and some are, is because they don't see a game that looks like it's whatever people define next gen as, and some see it as visuals, things that have not been done before. I'm like, if y'all looking for that, I don't think y'all ever getting that again. I think I said it before, I think the best y'all going to get is better performance and crisper, cleaner games and images. I don't think you're going to see a huge jump no more. It's going to look like how it does now, just cleaner.
I kind of want to see Naughty Dog next game before I make a statement about that.
I think Naughty Dog next game going to look like Last of Us Part 2 still. And Last of Us Part 2 looks amazing. But I think
honestly, in my opinion, you know, I feel like PlayStation 5 and Series X and stuff could have really thrived if developers didn't rush to like UE5. You know what I mean? Because these consoles could literally master UE4. Like they could get literally the most out of like UE4, all those like Gen 8 like engines that were like struggling. By the time they have consoles to actually master those engines, they're moving on to a more taxing ass engine. That's why like this engine that freaking Indiana Jones is on, that's not no next gen engine. They made Doom Eternal off of that, and they're able to hit like freaking 4K ray tracing and stuff actually with no drops because it's not like a UE5 engine. I was like, why aren't just developers just utilizing the engines that they have that they already know and just maximize let those consoles maximize those engines before dumping to all these engines? So I don't think we're gonna get anything better than UE5. Yes, the next consoles that come out, I think, will perform better on those engines and whatnot. But by the time they get to the point where they make consoles that could like take advantage of UE5, they're moving on to UE6, and that's just going to be even more taxing. So I don't know. I think we're at the. I've always believed that we're not going to hit another level in graphics for any time soon. I feel like we're still in the PS4 level of graphics. They're just being done at like high fidelity and higher frame rates. But I feel like they're still within reason. If you can go back, right now you can go back to a PS4 game like literally right now, and it won't feel dated to you at all.
Yeah, sure. Some do, but there's plenty that don't. And that's why I think it's going to stay. I think it's going to get slightly better than what we have now, and that's it. But like no jumps, just slightly better.
I think there is still room for jumps. Like I just feel like, man, we just don't have. They just ain't got the right people doing this shit, bro. Like when we get the right motherfucker, like I said, when Naughty Dog in this game, I really feel like them, like Rockstar, when they make games, bro, we really see what these consoles hitting for, bro. And we haven't seen neither one of them really put out games in a minute. So
and
I gotta see the next Naughty Dog game.
Honestly, but that's the thing. Like I don't want Naughty Dog focusing on trying to push the next level of like. Well, you're not only talking about visuals, but
I'm talking about everything.
Yeah, you're talking about everything.
It'll be
in gameplay. I want to see people push, but not visuals. I feel like I love visuals. I'm a graphics person, but I'm okay with like the level like we're at now, and I don't want to see like I like the whole Aloy sweating in the desert. Like who the fuck cares, bro? That's getting too much into the weeds and spending too much time on unnecessary shit. I don't want it to go that deep.
But you don't feel like that's the natural. Even I think that's the reason we get like Unreal Engine 5 and all that. I think the next progression in game and light and fucking the sweat particles and they got to start doing the minute shit to make it more lifelike. I think that's the next.
I don't think it takes that. I think it's literally going to be AI, like with the Matrix demo when they had the people baking into conversations with them that were, getting their fucking seed from chat OpenAI. I know y'all been seeing the gameplay of San Andreas, and they keep flicking the filters of like it's made out of cotton candy or whatever. Y'all been seeing those?
No.
You've seen that. You haven't seen gameplay of Fortnite where it switched the styles and it was like a steampunk world or whatever.
I've seen it. I've seen
you have to link it. You have to link that to me.
So, they're just taking that video and overlaying it with AI. But I saw something a few days ago where there's I should have bookmarked it. I saw it on Reddit. There's some people that are making generative AI that's playable, like real time. You could play around and it's making up the world as you go. And I think that'll be the next jump that we see, where it won't be back then Minecraft was the one that blew our mind and said, wait, what the fuck? The world is different every time we hop into it. I think now it's gonna be to where it's gonna feel like a dreams for Media Molecule.
Ain't they gonna put them dudes out of work though, ain't it? I feel like they would. If they use AI to power a lot of this shit, they don't need
develop it. And a lot of your AI, even when I was doing prompt writing, you can make the confinements of the AI. You could make it to where you put limitations on what you can generate, or you can direct it to say you only push this type of output out. So say if it was a BioShock type game or whatever, and it allows you to get a random power or some shit like that. I don't know. You can be very specific or very generic, but I think that'll be the next shift. It's not going to be sweat beads on your top lip. It's going to be the game genuinely feeling like a new experience every time we play.
Yeah, I don't like that direction of like I'm not talking about the AI, just the whole the very intricate minute shit that 99% of gamers aren't going to give a fuck about or not going to notice. It's only the shit that Digital Foundry will see on their 300% zooms, or like the graphic whores who. And I'm a graphic whore, but that's when people will start caring about it. Like I'm a graphic whore, but that's a different level of graphic whore when you care about somebody sweating.
It depends on the game. On NBA 2K, when we saw sweat on
that's fire. That's
Michael Jordan, we was like, nigga, zoom in. You see sweat. You see the jersey rumple.
I guess what I'm
depends on the application.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is like in basketball, it makes sense because I don't think it's like taking away from anything, right? I feel like in a bunch of these other games, I feel like they're probably using time on this a whole bunch of necessary shit that nobody in that game or that genre gives a fuck about. Like I don't care that Aloy's sweating. I don't, and most people don't know, unless like most people didn't even know she sweats until you point it out on Twitter. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how long it took to develop that system to make Aloy sweat. But whatever amount of time it took, it wasn't worth it. So I'm just saying that's an example. So I think there's a bunch of other things like sweat that they're probably wasting time on is like, bro,
Yeah.
focus on shit that matters. Not
it's
sweat.
a whole. No, I believe that social media has created a whole new subset of gamers. The digital foundry gamers, let's call them that. There are people that will watch a digital foundry video about a game they do not give a fuck about, and here's some technical mumbo jumbo that they don't know what the fuck they are saying, and be like, damn, now I need to play this to post my clips on Twitter. I got to get my. I seen him do it. You know what I mean? Let me get my picture out on Twitter and be playing this game now that I'm gonna buy and walk around for 10 minutes and never turn the fuck on ever again. It's niggas like that, so I think it is worth it in the long run.
No,
I think it is.
I think so.
It was like that for Fantasy Rebirth.
You know these new niggas, BG. You know how they do it, bro. You know how they do it. It's a lot of people, bro. You would be surprised the amount of people Digital Foundry and got to buy games they don't give a fuck about just to post some dumb shit. Oh yeah, they're right. The temporal anti-alien thing and bro, they can't even spell half the shit they be talking about. Bro. Know what's going on?
They would put out shit that they would not even see themselves, but they have to go to Digital Foundry.
Bro, they don't know what they don't know what.
That's exactly. Honestly, that's exactly how I feel about the PS5 Pro, bro. that's what that shit made me so damn mad, yo. I'm like, it's cool, dog, but like, bro, if I ain't doing nothing, I can't. It's not doing anything significantly different that I have to look. If I can't look at it and find out without looking it up, I have to look up the difference. But that's what I feel about the PS5 Pro.
I think that lends to my. I think that lends to my point though, of like the PS5 is only for this small group of super enthusiasts that care about that type of stuff. So it points to like, if you're adding sweat beads, it's also for the very small amount of people who care about this shit. So stop spending time on it.
You bought one though. So
yeah, so I bought one for better performance. But
I understand why you bought one, but I'm saying, are you still lending to everybody that went out? There's a lot of Digital Foundry gamers that went out and bought the PS5 Pro. So when Digital Foundry say some shit to reaffirm some shit they don't know about, okay, now this the game. These are 3-4 games I need to buy and put on Twitter. Okay, now I got it. All right, I'm good now. You know these keeping up with the Joneses ass niggas, bro. You know what's going on, BG.
They gonna keep pushing their envelope on it. They were stocking their Patreon just to find out what the PS5 Pro after they showed it off for Digital Foundry, because and they kept relying on that video specifically from them, Digital Foundry themselves, when their video actually came out, when they actually had it.
You know, I want Digital Foundry to do like an April Fool's Day joke. I just want them to come out and just make a video of pure bullshit. Be like, yeah, this game running at this, and this, and it'd be like a PS3 version, PS4 version, and then they just let the joke rock for like 2-3 days and be like, yeah, bro, that was the PS4 version, bro. We lying to y'all, bro. Just look at the amount of people that's gonna take debate, though. You know what I mean? They gonna take debate, push it for what it is. That would ruin Digital Foundry, but I think would be fucking hilarious. I need that personally, just for the laughs.
Yeah. Other thing. Shawn Layden also said games are too fucking long.
I agree.
We've discussed this, and I mean, I definitely agree with this. I always say bring back linear games. And of course, yes, we know it depends on genre, right? But his point was, if you look at, because they have not only trophy and achievement statistics, they have the deeper telemetry and information behind the scenes. They can see all the data of how many people beat the game, how far they got, all this shit. And what the data shows is, I forgot, the vast majority of people aren't beating these games, right? The shorter, there is a correlation between a game being shorter and more people beating it, right? So his point was, if you're making this 50-hour game, but most people don't even see hour 20, what's the point? That's 30 hours that nobody is fucking seeing. That the majority of people aren't seeing. So if you believe in the data, you have to believe it's telling you something. And what it's saying is people don't want to play a game for this long. That's what it's saying.
You can only blame. This is a product of the PS3 and the 360 generation. Every time a game came out in a review, once again, social media gamers, Anytime a game review came out and said the game was 8 to 10 hours, everybody met it with disdain and only 8 to 10 hours and
Oh yeah, I
such
hate
and
them.
such.
I hate them.
So when they start doing that and these devs start going to these E3s, you see that mountain over there? You see this fucking sewer halfway across? You can go into that and explore, but they ain't tell you it's nothing over there. It's literally nothing over there. When they told when they was promoting all these other games and all these fucking different side quests, but it really don't got no payoff for real. That's what y'all get, bro. Us as gamers is the reason this shit is like this, bro.
Well,
where do you think this obsession with open world games came from?
It's I wouldn't say
And
it's
how
a
they
certain
value games because they're not open world.
it's a certain group of gamers specifically who relate the length of a game to the value of a game. I hate the motherfuckers. I hate when I see them arguments on Twitter. I'm like, y'all are ruining gaming, ruining the shit.
They are.
The people who think that everything needs to be, and I don't think most people think this anymore, right? I think a lot of people thought this. I want to say about 10 years ago that more is always better. That everything should be just naturally progress to open world. I remember having an argument with somebody and them saying, "Why are you complaining about more content? More doesn't always fucking mean better. Why are you mad at things heading into open?" I remember this, and they were literally talking to me like I was fucking nuts. And I'm like, yo, it's unnecessary. Even if you're enjoying a game, you could love the game. That don't mean I want to play 100 hours of it. There's not enough. There's not enough. Like there's nothing that just warrants that. And so that's ballooning game prices as well. And it's unnecessary, man.
Bro.
It's only a few games that have done it well too. We got the Skyrim where you can go on a side mission that you found on the side of a cliff for 2 hours or something like that, or Horizon where you find important armors and shit from random stuff. But they see the standard and then they think, oh, we got to make our shit.
No, those games like that though. I think the maximum a game like a Horizon, Lies of Peace and shit like that should be like 45 hours. I'm talking about to do everything. If that game is longer than, know what I'm saying? If that game is longer than 45 hours, it's a problem with the game development, design, something going on. A game of that and an RPG, yeah, of course, if it's an RPG, it's gonna be probably 80 and 100 hours. That just go with the genre. But if it's longer than that, bro, like these, and then you got these pseudo RPGs mixed with the Assassin's Creeds of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's just pure fuckery, bro. Like motherfuckers saying the game is 80, 90 hours. Who the fuck want to be in Assassin's Creed that long, bro? I don't even if you enjoying the game, like who want to be in that world that fucking long? No.
And one time be jumping in the hay bales.
That's crazy, bro.
And I feel like why if your game sells 1 million and you made it 100, let's say 100 hours, I feel like the data is telling you that you could also make that same game 50 hours and still sell at 1 million copies. And now you have better margins because it was cheaper to make that game because it wasn't as long.
And they made it faster.
Yeah, you made it faster. I don't understand why like developers seem to be heading in the other direction of just continuing to make things long. And I'm like, where's the correction? Like, I don't see any of them like hitting the course correction.
Time got tied to value, and it should never have been it. Also, something else that words got negative connotations that shouldn't have them. Words like independent, indie, linear,
one and done. Like one and done got shamed.
These are not bad words by definition. You know what I mean? It's just a type of game. Some games you only want to beat 1 or 2 times and don't touch that motherfucker again. It's cool.
Right.
Games as a service. Now games are frowned upon if they don't get some type of service element or a DLC package or a roadmap. Or every game don't need this, brother. Every game don't need this. I don't need to be in your game for the rest of my life. Make another fucking game. Like what the hell?
Even the term like AAA, it used to mean like it was like a high quality game, but now only people fix on it that if it's like the budget of the game itself. If it's not like a big ballooning budget game, it's automatically viewed as dog shit.
That's another thing, Jazzy. People think shit's independent don't mean broke. You can be an independent developer and have money. Like that don't mean you broke or your game got to be 2D side scrolling, pixel art. That ain't what that mean. Y'all got
like
to
CD Projekt Red and like Baldur's Gate, those are still independent games. It has nothing to do with like the budget.
People got to stop attributing
Yeah.
definitions to words that don't mean that. I'm telling you,
funny
bro, that's
part
what's wrong
too
with this
is-
game and shit.
I'm sorry,
Few years ago.
Jazzy. When you say CD Projekt Red, their last two games, The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk, are not considered indie games. They had like big publishers behind those games. I think Bandai did Cyberpunk, and then who did Witcher? Was it WB?
Bandai did Cyberpunk?
Bandai, I don't
know if it was
yeah,
somebody.
CD Projekt Red like published them for. I know Witcher 3 they did, but I don't remember especially Bandai for Cyberpunk.
There's a major publisher behind that.
I don't remember if like Warner Brothers did.
I think they self-published Cyberpunk, but Witcher 3 might have had something. But I think Cyberpunk
in America, Warner Brothers did it in America.
I think Cyberpunk
Money.
might have been
okay.
self-published.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, bro, a few years ago, I didn't really care about the length of a game. If it looked fire, if I was having fun, I just played it. But the funny part is, people be complaining about games being short. I'm the complete opposite, bro. If I hear a game is 50, 60,
same,
80, like if I hear that, I'm immediately turned off. I just don't have it in me to play them long ass games no more, bro. Like there's so many games that have come out last year and this year. People are like, oh yeah, I beat it after 80 hours, bro. What? I can't do it, bro.
I said this other week, Wani. It's crazy, right? Because I will play a game that's short multiple times before I play a game that's just long. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If you tell me a game 40, 50 hours, I'm not even wanting to play it off here and that. But if I hear a game 8 to 10 hours, I might fuck around and play the game 5 or 6 times and still spend the same amount of time. Like,
yeah, I like to replay games. I'm with you. I like to.
People don't care about replay value anymore.
Yeah,
or just the fact that certain games actually respect your time when you play in it either. Because RPGs, they were not as long as they used to be right now.
No.
You could just beat them like 30 or like 20 hours.
But I think we more so speaking on since we play so many games, it's that onboarding process that we don't want to do. We don't want to, the first 10, 15 hours you teaching me how to play the game. That's the fear.
Yeah,
that's because I wanted to start something. It was like, bro, I don't.
Bro, that's why I don't revisit a lot of these PlayStation games, bro, because like they long, bro. Like I don't feel like redoing all that shit, man.
I just checked on Steam. 86 hours into Veilguard, and listen, I'm really enjoying this game, but it's time to end. It's time to end, dog.
But
like
replay it, and you'll never replay.
I would never replay this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's the thing with a lot of these games, bro. They turn me off so much that like I don't even want to play a game even relatively similar to it after. Like, bro, after I beat Elden Ring, bro, I didn't want to look at another Souls game for a whole year. More than that, I was like, yo, I don't want to hear about a Souls game. I hated like just the look of a Souls game after I beat Elden Ring, bro. I was sick of it. It should be. Yeah.
I don't know why they do this, man. I don't know why they do this, bro.
What else we got? Oh, and the last thing he said was he doesn't think it's worth it for PlayStation to put games on like Xbox. If they were, he doesn't know if they're considering that, but he doesn't think it's worth it. He does think that in the case of Lego Horizon, he thinks that makes sense because PlayStation. He says PlayStation and Nintendo are complementary to the consumer. They're not competing in the same. Aside from being in selling games, they're not competing in the same space. I've said the similar shit. I mean,
I get where he's coming from because Nintendo themselves say they're a great complementary console, and people tend, if they own a Nintendo, they tend to own like a PlayStation. But I still disagree.
Yeah.
I think any platform that offers what you sell, that being video games, is a competing platform. So I think at the end of the day, y'all all ops. I love it. That's all kumbaya, hands together shit. Nah, nigga, you still my op at the end of the day, bro. I'm sorry.
I disagree. That I think some platforms can act as like a carrier. If they're not selling something similar to what you sell, then I don't think they're competition. If they are, then I think they're competition. And the type of games that Nintendo makes and PlayStation makes are literally polar opposite. Xbox and PlayStation are competitors because they at least try to make things that compete for the same audience.
Yeah. But if that's the case, they are still making like timed exclusive stuff for a reason, though.
Yeah. I think the Switch 2 could possibly be more of a competitor than the Switch. not on the same level of Xbox, but I think it could become a competitor, because then
Yeah, it's just like
yeah,
just not competing like in the hardware space, but it is just like a competitor just to being like another game, like their next generation system, like their own console wise. They're just not in the same basket as like hardware
mm-hmm.
for like power and stuff, and it worked out in their favor.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? Because we've experienced this for the past few years. PlayStation putting their games on PC, Xbox putting their games everywhere. We know the whole rigmarole. Would you say the overall state of gaming has been better since these companies have been doing this, about the same, or worse? Because me personally, I know how I feel already.
As far as what?
I feel like back when companies actually tried to make their platform the definitive place to play their games, it was really when gaming was thriving, when Xbox actually cared about their platform and said, hey, you want to play Forza? You're playing it here.
Yeah.
You ain't got nowhere else. You want to play Halo? You're playing it. You want to play Indiana? You're playing it here, right? And that gives you a value proposition for their console. When PlayStation say you want to play God of War, Horizon, Spider-Man, you're playing it here, right? And Nintendo still do that. But now you got it to where you want to play this, my nigga. We don't give a fuck. Even with the Portal, we don't give a fuck if you on the platform, my nigga. The PSVR, we don't give a fuck if you on the platform. Spider-Man 2, you ain't got to own no PlayStation. Everything's an Xbox. Like, come on, bro. What is this shit, bro? What is this, Jazzy?
I mean,
what is it, brother?
My whole thing with that I push back on you is not you thinking like things are worse, but I think those two things have no connection to each other. That's just my
you
belief.
don't.
No,
okay.
Because you look at that as
fair enough.
You look at it as causation, right? I look at it as
I do.
I look at it as those just are two things that just happen to happen at the same time. I don't think one affected the other.
So BG be the nigga be like, somebody broke in my house at 12:02 and it's a nigga standing in my living room. It just happened at the same time. But,
No.
I think it's two different situations.
That's no, Jack. That's not the same thing at all. It's more like,
what are you doing in here?
It's because Jack, there's nothing that points to the things that you don't like happening at PlayStation. We can see your fat ass belly, nigga. There's nothing there's no correlation. There's no correlation logically that points to the things that you don't like happening and games going on PC cause that. There's nothing there. You just, Jack, let's be real. You don't
why
like.
Why you automatically tying it to PC though? I'm talking about everything.
But PC is one of the, let's be real, Jack.
You can direct you. Go ahead.
You have a disdain or a dislike for the idea of PlayStation games being on PC. So you started to make this connection of PlayStation games went to PC and a bunch of things that happened I didn't like. That's what caused it. That's what you did. But there's no real logic to it.
Xbox has not been a viable platform since 2016.
And it had nothing to do with them putting games on PC. That had everything to do with them making bad decisions on the surrounding it. It had nothing to do with PC.
Smooth. Let me ask you a question.
They're putting games on PlayStation now.
Smooth. Do you think Xbox putting games on PC harmed them or was a positive thing overall?
That's a different question,
from their console perspective, it harmed them because it was a gateway to what they're doing now. But that's it. Like as far as them, like money wise, but I'm just saying that just how we look at them from a console perspective and like taking their platform seriously. If you think about it, that was the start of it. So I would say yes, it harmed them because I think that was the gateway that led them to what they're doing now.
Because this is when was the last time they quarterly results said we have an increase in console sales? I feel like it's always dwindling ever since.
That's not the argument I'm making though, Jack. Like
what argument are you making?
What I'm talking about is the decisions that PlayStation has made. You believe they are directly as a result of putting things on PC.
I think this is an industry-wide. Well, specifically, I mean, you can really only go Xbox, PlayStation, right? Nintendo ain't doing this shit. But yeah, absolutely. Like, I haven't seen Xbox putting their games on PC benefit their console sales at all. They're damn near want to go out of business, and I haven't seen the benefit of it games are even, and on top of that, games ain't even selling crazy on PC. I thought these games was gonna do gangbusters on PC. These bitches ain't selling like that.
Like what I'm saying is like the Xbox One disaster, right? Everything that happened at the beginning of the generation and that led that happened after with their decisions, making Connect mandatory at the beginning, the DRM. That shit didn't have nothing to do with them putting their games on PC. That was just bad decision making. Period. It like the PC didn't cause them to make those decisions. So those decisions are what caused Xbox. You know the things that happened to Xbox afterwards. It wasn't a PC thing.
You don't value. Well, let me ask you a question, BG. Why did you buy a Nintendo Switch?
To play the games.
What games?
Exclusives. What did that have to do with anything I said? What did that have to do with anything I said?
Wow.
Next topic, dog.
Wait. Hold on, wait. What are we talking about? What did that have to do with anything I said?
Next topic.
Am I speaking another language? Am I speaking another language?
He's saying you just gave the reason why they should stay exclusive is to buy the console and support their ecosystem.
What does that have to do with what I said?
Hey, Jack,
do y'all not get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, BJ. I don't agree.
Chat. Am I speaking Chinese? Listen to what I'm saying again. Listen to what I'm saying again. The Xbox One. Look at all the bad decisions that sabotage the Xbox One. The DRM, we're not sharing games, making Connect mandatory. All these policies that they chose that literally shot Xbox One in the foot.
Ain't nobody arguing that.
What? Okay, my question is, what connection did that have to do with PC?
What I'm
saying they did put their games on day and date though on PC.
What I'm saying is, with all this, everything's an Xbox shit that they're doing now. Every quarterly report, their console sales are down. This quarter they down 50%, and then they always down, right? So if it's down 25%, it was already down 52%. It's like, bro, what? Once it get to 100, like what number? Like, bro, so they're dwindling. Xbox consoles will never be on an uptick ever again, outside from probably a launch period when they come out with a new console. But it didn't benefit them in the long run. Yeah, the biggest benefit they'll probably be able to stay in business longer, but that's their own doing. Like. They all this shit was self-inflicted, like you're saying, but also niggas not wanting to buy an Xbox ever again is also very much self-inflicted. And if they would have, stood on they 10 toes and been like, the only way you can play all these games we invest in all these billions into is buying an Xbox, you're either gonna play them or you're not. And I think that would have benefited them in the long run.
My problem is with what you're saying is Xbox games being on PC are not the reason. It's the reason nobody wants an Xbox. Yes. It's the reason why people feel like they can play at other places. It's not the reason people didn't buy Xbox games. It's not the reason why it's not the reason why Xbox is in the place where it's at now.
It was other factors.
That's what I'm saying.
Eventually, I agree with you. We're not arguing right now.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like
it did eventually lead to that. Though.
There's a lot of reasons why Xbox is in the position it's at now. Their games being on PC is not the biggest reason. They released a whole Xbox released garbage. First party garbage as exclusives on the Xbox One. If every single one of those games was a 90 Metacritic absolute banger, but also on PC. Do you think they're in the position they're at now? No.
If I ask you one question, if you somewhat agree with this ain't even no conversation. Do you feel them putting their games on PC day and date and Game Pass is a reason that people tend to not want to purchase Xboxes now?
Yes.
Okay, then
that's one of the reasons. But I'm saying the main reason why Xbox is in the position that they are in now is because their games were garbage, not because their games were on PC. The games on Xbox One were garbage.
Smooth don't look like he agree with you, BG.
Okay.
It's not
I'll
because
put
the
it this
games
way.
are garbage, bro.
I'll put it this way. The majority of the industry during the Xbox One era thought the games were garbage, and that killed them till now. So what I'm saying is, if the games were certified undeniable fire and they were on PC, Xbox is not in this position. So you can't blame PC for this, like y'all look at it like a domino effect. No, the games were bad. That's what caused it. And PlayStation games are still, like, I know you don't like the decisions they're making, but they're not, the same effect isn't happening because the games are still doing what the games did last generation. So I'm just saying PC is the wrong thing to blame. That's all my point.
But hold on. With games going to PC, you don't think that that's why we're stuck in this rut of remastering because they're trying to reintroduce the same IP? Really?
No. What does PC have to do with them making remakes and remasters?
They can re-release them. They re-release
You can remaster the games for PC.
That's a direct pipeline. Let me reintroduce this IP to you. That's the how.
No.
You don't think that's a byproduct of them remastering all this shit?
No, I think they would have done this shit anyway. So you don't think PlayStation would have remastered or remade Last of Us Part 1 or Horizon if their games were on I think they do that shit anyway.
Hold on.
They did with Horizon though.
It's very timely, but we were all just saying, bro, that's really soon to put a Horizon remaster out. The shit just came out. I wonder why, because we putting this shit on PC.
I don't think that's the reason. I think they would have done it anyway.
On PC as well.
I think they would have done the shit anyway.
How many things you gonna let that nigga steal before you realize the nigga in your living room and shit is ending up missing?
Bro,
And you just like, I don't know where this shit going.
But why are we acting like we suddenly like PlayStation and these remasters and remake allegations didn't just start after they started putting it? People been put that on PlayStation jacket.
They did, but let's bring up The Last of Us remaster, right? It came out in 2014, but The Last of Us came out in 2013. It really was only like damn near a year apart. But you also leaving out the part that you can't play The Last of Us on the PS3. They was not backwards compatible. So them games weren't playable at all. These games are playable still, and they're remastering and remaking them. You see what I'm saying? The whole they told us what we were led to believe, that the whole reason that they using the x86 architecture was because we could just keep playing these games endlessly and they wouldn't have to get remade and remastered all the fucking time. That's what we were told.
Oh, they're still doing
it. And they're still doing it at a more rapid rate.
Okay. And I still think that has more to do with like with The Last of Us Part 1 specifically. If the PlayStation game is not on PC, I still think they make it, number one, because of the TV show. And they don't want people going back to that.
No, that's facts. That's
true.
That
2013 version of the game to experience this. So that's all I'm saying. I think y'all are like placing the blame at the feet of PC when that's not the reason most of this shit is happening.
And they also got two specific dev teams specifically for like PC versions of games.
To go back to Alex's point though, if we looking at the timeline, a lot of this TV movie shit does also correlate with them going to PC as well. All that shit kind of line up. All the stuff start happening around the same time.
They said we finna get, for the people that wasn't checking for Last of Us, but you might have watched the show. Oh shit, that's on Steam. Okay, bet. Like all of it's just dominoes. I'm not saying that Sony is not making money, whatever the fuck, but we have been getting an influx of remastering, bro. We are suffering for new games, new IPs rather.
Hey Jack, it all lined up on purpose. They came out a few years ago. Remember that shareholders meeting shit? They basically said we need to diversify and try to make more money out of our IP. That's when they got into the TV and film more heavily, and also putting games on PC. It's all part of the same plan.
Exactly.
And these games as a service.
What's crazy one time is that we hear these business means and they tell us what they're gonna do, and then when they do them and people like, anybody says, I feel like this is what they're doing, we get met with so much criticism. Like, bro, they literally had let's not forget, told us. In the leaked documents, they already said they want to start they already charged $70 for games. They said they want to charge more for games. They've said this unofficially in leaked documents. So when games go up again, I don't want to see people surprised about this shit. We know what they doing. They telling us to our face, and y'all still not even. You know what I mean?
From a business standpoint, it makes sense. If we was in those suits, of course, nigga, we need to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
the reason why we complain is because as the consumer, as the people that put the money behind these IPs that get them to the point where you want to make a TV show, nigga, you're not balancing out the rehashing of new audience, milking the content, and not giving us some shit to sink our teeth into. That's why it's annoying.
Going back to something one time just said, and I'm glad you said this. This is how you know people got just brain slugs in the community. That shit you just talked about, they said we're leveraging IP, we're putting them on more platforms. Right after that, they announced Lego Horizon on the Switch, and people said, "Oh, PlayStation ain't had nothing to do with that." They just said
one too.
They said they literally come out and say we're going to leverage our IPs and put them on more platforms. They announced Lego Horizon on Switch. They didn't have nothing to do with that.
Summer Game Fest.
Am I drunk? Like what the fuck?
Y'all are. All I'm saying is
that was day one with PS5, PC, and Switch as well.
I tell you what they're gonna do. They do it, and then you act like you don't know what's going on.
All I'm saying is, y'all are, or you are pointing to games being on PC as the domino effect.
Why you keep? I also mentioned Xbox putting their games on PlayStation. Why you ain't saying nothing about that?
I don't think that Xbox putting the games. But my point is that PC. My only point against you.
You just heard it. You heard it defend PC. That's why
my because I don't see how you think PC is to blame. Like the starting point. You like when you talk about PC being like the starting point in the domino effect that caused everything else. That's what I disagree with you on. I agree their strategy is to expand their IP and put it different places. My disagreement is solely that you think that PC is the catalyst.
So how about this? Let's start over. In 2019 or 2020, when Sony started to implement this new strategy, which just so happens to coincide with them going to the PC, I feel like that harmed us overall as consumers and gamers, and other companies that's including Microsoft. When they decide to do this shit, I think overall it might be better for their bottom line, but for us as gamers, it's not gonna benefit us in the long run, in my opinion.
Let me ask you a question. You weren't the biggest fan of like Ragnarok, Spider-Man, the newer PlayStation games that came out this generation, right?
They was cool. They could have been better though.
You thought they was just saying?
They cool.
Do you, if PlayStation games were not on PC, do you think those games are any different, or you get the exact same product?
I'm going to say if they weren't on PS4, we get a different product. I blame the PS4 for that. I don't blame PC for that. I blame them games being cross-gen on what we get. I think those games would have been better. I think all those games would have been. The only game that beat these allegations for me is Horizon Forbidden West. That game beat the allegations. But like Spider-Man, God of War, I feel like if these games was developed ground up for the PS5, we get complete bangers. Okay, man. Cool. I think they're a little bit better. Yeah.
Cool. That's all. I just want y'all to stop blaming PC. That's all.
What? BG, PC gamers don't even fuck with you, BG. Why are you trying to?
I'm not defending.
PC gamers don't like you, nigga.
I don't care about PC gamers, dog. It's not about that. Jack.
Why are you defending them?
Jack, I'm not defending PC gamers.
He still wants Bloodborne on PC.
What? Why do y'all think I'm defending? Yo, listen, saying something is not the reason why something happened, isn't defending it. I'm saying logically, to me, it doesn't make sense. I don't care about defending it. If it doesn't make sense,
you're not a PC gamer.
Jack, I don't care about that. I'm saying if it doesn't make sense logically, I'm not defending it. I'm pointing out something doesn't make sense. It's like when Smooth said he thinks the ocean is a pathway to space. If I say that's not true, I'm not defending the ocean. I'm not defending space. I'm saying logically, I don't think it makes sense.
I'm just saying the shit coincide with each other. You pinpoint. Well, it's not this specifically, and this all the shit just happened at the same time, man. That's it, bro. That's all, bro.
And Smooth thinks the ocean connects to space because they're above each other. So it's this, you're making the same connection that Smooth connects to.
I love Smooth. That's all I can say about that.
Okay, let's move on. Let me do some super chats.
BG, you run the podcast too, man. This is crazy.
I am not.
Bond not even here has made the run the podcast chat.
Clean frame.
Do y'all say that?
Do y'all remember y'all's experience when Capcom became Crapcom and then ascended to Cap God in a span of a generation? Yeah, they did it in 10 years. Yeah. And that
they
was
almost went bankrupt too. Yep.
And that was the point that I was making. You know, I think it was last pod when Bond tried to say I was wrong. I was saying what guided them to being crap god or cap god again was them resetting and using remakes as that reset. They got them back on
PlayStation doing right
Not
now?
all of them.
No, I don't. But I was saying Resident Evil 2 remake got them back on their square.
And first of all, BG, do not call Capcom Cap God ever again. We know that
He
title
said
is
that.
reserved for one. No. Okay, well that title is reserved for one person and one person only. And I'm talking to him right now. BG, take your title, man. Don't let him.
Hey, listen, he
don't let
said
him,
it, man. I'm
do
just,
that, bro.
I'm just
You
reading.
the Cap God. Come on now.
I tell the truth. Jeff D. Jack, I'm going to be in Memphis, South Haven for work next week. Any food or entertainment suggestions?
South Haven. I don't know,
Vest,
man.
nigga. Just do that.
No, South Haven, cool, bro. South Haven right next to Memphis, bro. So when I'm in South Haven, I go to Boja. I just go to the fast food place. I don't go to no local restaurants in South Haven, bro. Go to the Golden Corral, man. Get you some chocolate water fountain up out there. Go fuck with that. Go fuck with the fried shrimp out there, bitch.
How far is it from Memphis?
Bro, South Haven is literally right next to Memphis, bro. Like if I go to my grandma's street in Whitehaven, like right down the street is South Haven. Like,
Well, tell him where to go in Memphis. He can take that drive.
oh, that's true. Oh, you can come to Southern Hands in Memphis, bro. Tops Barbecue, of course, that's one of my favorites. Let me see what else we got. Jack
Hattie
Pirtles, Hattie B's is good, bro. Alex don't like Hattie B's.
I don't
He don't
mind
like
Hattie
that.
B's, but I hate the name Jack Pirtle. I hate that restaurant. Every time
You gotta
say
be careful
it,
with that Jack Pirtle. Sometimes it should be trash. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think
every time you say the name, I'll be like, oh.
I think this guy is trying to get me with his name. I can't. I'm saying it in my head, but it's not. But I'm pretty sure he's getting me with something. Hobsum Quacks.
That's like Bond's birth name. What you just say?
Hobsum Quacks.
I don't know.
Hobsum Quacks. He sounds like he's trying to get me, but I don't know. Maybe that's just his name.
Is it HOBS?
Hob
Hobbs?
HOBSUNG Quacks. I don't hear nothing. All right.
No,
maybe-
that's just
Gay. You don't get it? You gay.
Oh, wow.
I think that's just an Asian view.
Alex.
That's just an Asian nigga.
MBG, was it?
He think all Asian people gay.
You said hit the like button. You said hit the like buttons. SP Scarecrow, are you going to have guests on the midweek cast? Maybe.
Did you say you can't have no podcast members on there? Yeah, get some guests on there, man.
What day of the week is it?
Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesdays? Any given Wednesday. Let's go.
Okay.
I said it was called Factor Fan, but I already know which one you was doing. I ain't even want to click that motherfucker. BG. Like, damn, bro.
Look the bottom of my sack, Jack.
Ain't no facts going on in that motherfucker. Ain't no facts going on in that motherfucker. That's all I know.
Cody Bishop.
Yes,
Cody
sir.
Bishop. That V for Vendetta healthcare CEO thing is wild. Indeed. Talk about it after dark.
Yeah.
Rich from the 401. McDonald's steak and cheese used to go crazy. Ew.
They actually never had to. They brought it back though. They brought back the steak.
Steak from McDonald's.
Yeah, they brought back the steak and cheese biscuit. I believe.
Clean frame. IGN secret level. IGN gave secret level a 5 out of 10, stating too much action. After their 5 out of 10 for Penguin, they're officially cooked by doing this. What should they do to change things up after this backlash? Just keep. They don't have to. do anything.
IGN is stupid. That's like the third thing they gave a 5 out of 10 is like, because Penguin, when I watched that shit hit.
That show's phenomenal. Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah,
but,
5 out of 10, but they bugging with that shit, bro.
Yeah. Cobb Sanity.
They doing that for clicks, so.
Yeah, of course.
Cobb Sanity. Skull and Bones might be the next Ubisoft game to die.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Skull
It
and
ain't dead
Bones.
yet?
No. We haven't heard
Pretty
anything.
much. I mean, ain't nobody. The Crew, another game of service. Bro, all their games of service be done, low key, bro.
Skull and Bones really
Game
got
and went.
hyped up. Y'all hyped that Assassin's Creed boat combat up that much to where they made a boating game, bro. I fucking crazy.
I only know one nigga. Sumo, the only nigga I know that play that game. They got it. I don't know nobody else that play that joint, bro.
I never even liked the boat combat in Assassin's Creed.
DT. What's the next game you going to stream? It's been a while. Next year, bro.
Great
I don't
question.
know.
Great
It got to be. I'll have to see what comes out next year because just like the conversation of games being too long, we were having that be my thing. I don't like to stream a game that's over like 25 hours. I make some exceptions, but I don't like to do it. I hate streaming for that long.
I agree.
So and
You're not
when
streaming Persona.
so when the majority of games that come out be 50 hours, I'm like, yeah, I ain't streaming none of this shit. So shit sucks. War Machine Guy, here's a 50. Also, since you didn't mention last week, I want to say the Mortal Kombat Chaos Reigns DLC underperformed. This is why people don't want to play female Cyrax and Sector, and the guest characters are trash except for the Terminator villain. Hey,
you think that's why that shit flopped though, man? Come on, man. I don't think so.
I did see a rumor that said they might be done with updating Mortal Kombat. They might be done after this. We'll see.
Them niggas so
I think the price of the additional content hurt it more than anything.
Yeah.
Fam, they were under the impression they was gonna get all the characters. They was like, no, nigga, season 1 is what you're getting.
D Breezy 229. I got a feeling Microsoft will eventually turn their Xbox brand into something similar to Netflix. I believe they will eventually require a subscription to Game Pass to play Microsoft-owned IPs on PlayStation and Nintendo.
Yes. I could definitely see that. They're gonna put a gimped version of Game Pass on there. All the first party games is gonna be behind. Yeah, definitely.
We'll see.
You think so?
I mean, that would if they ever allow Game Pass, that would be a smart thing to do, in my opinion. I mean, she's already on there.
Okay, because they're already going out their way to put like the games themselves on natively on the console. So
the only reason they haven't done it, I don't think PlayStation want Game Pass on it. The moment PlayStation be like, yeah, y'all can put Game Pass on this shit, that's what it's gonna be. It's only gonna be first party Xbox game on that bitch.
Cobb
I can see
Sanity.
that.
Yeah, doesn't having Game Pass on like PlayStation and Nintendo like kind of like directly competes with PlayStation and Nintendo ability to sell games on their platform?
I mean,
Yes.
technically, but
Yes.
technically, yeah.
if it's only got
Unless
first party games in there, I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna say if it's only Xbox first party, then not really.
Oh yeah, so
Then
it'll be like
what's this
Actually,
PC Game Pass?
They might actually do something like that because isn't Ubisoft subscription and EA subscription on
Yeah,
It's on PlayStation.
It's on
Yeah,
PlayStation.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes
After
sense.
they originally denied that shit, and then they end up. You remember they said it wasn't a good value for gamers, and then look at it now. It's on there.
Yeah, but you have to pay like a subscription fee for that too,
Cobb
and then you
Sanity.
can play all their games in that catalog.
Cobb Sanity. I game on PlayStation, and Jack, we got more announcements of people leaving PlayStation than new game announcements showing games.
You ain't wrong about that, Cobb Sanity, bro. Shit's getting crazy, bro.
Rufflemutt. Half-Life Alex is scary as fuck. I've been doing more running than shooting because I kept dropping my ammo. The moment it got dark, I began flailing.
What the hell?
Sound like you scary. Mike 1.
They need to bring that to PlayStation.
Nigga in VR.
Mike 1.
That shit crazy.
Speaking of AI in gaming, y'all should look up the Paradise game. It's fully AI and looks ass. I think I've heard of that.
Yikes.
Alex,
What
No.
game?
Paradise?
you said it's called Paradise.
I think I've heard of it.
No, I don't think.
You tapped in on the VR, you don't know that one?
I
Nigga,
Dusty.
I don't get in the PC VR.
I Dusty. Last week you guys talked about who the people liked most. For me, it's Jack, BG, Alex, Jazzy, and every guest in the show. The New York Rats, Smooth, Blandrew, the Bugs in Your Room, and last is Bond. I didn't realize he was still
Damn.
ranking them.
Jesus,
That was fuck. That was fun.
Bugs in your room is crazy.
Putting Bond last.
Yeah,
is
for
wild,
the
bro.
record, you can't complain about that whole people don't like me thing, Jack. And I realized, you know what that was? I realized, especially from you and Jazzy, that was just light skin behavior. That's what that was.
Bro, I tell you, bro.
Wow.
Y'all know I'm a little sensitive, man. Y'all gotta let me rock, man. That's all.
That's
all, bro.
how was that light skin behavior?
Because they don't like me. That's light skin behavior.
No, we're just acknowledging that the hate is
No.
there. That's all.
No.
It don't really affect.
The love is
They don't
there.
really mess with me like that.
Y'all don't. They love you.
I get more hate. To be fair, I get more hate on Twitter. All right, that's the truth. I get more.
They
hate
just
on
the
Y'all-
vocal minority, Jack. The
Y'all
vocal
were
minority.
in y'all
That
feelings.
is true too. That's true.
BG, your viewers hate. Your viewers love me just as much as Romans love Jesus. Let's be real.
What the fuck? Just compare yourself to Jesus, my guy.
That's not true. They love you.
I fuck with it.
Nintendo Jesus.
They
He
do.
didn't
love
blink when he said it. He really did. He really did think he did.
He ain't moved since that boy show it.
you. John Donuts. Yeah, Jack. They are called PC gamers. Frame rate, RTX, graphic merchants. The niggas who walk up to a girl at the cafe and say they ugly because the dynamic lighting through the cafe window is off.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's who they marketing towards now, man.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Afro Man, do you think that I can still get that jump in graphics high if I were to invest in a high-end PC? No, you would be I think you would be impressed at how much cleaner games could look, but I don't think it'll be the same thing as like a console to console jump that we got in the past. No. Alcoholic Gamer. Yager and Jack Daniels plus Bacardi 151 Everclear drinks are on me. Jack move.
Jaeger BG. Jaeger.
Ain't
that what I said? Oh.
You said
I said Yager.
Go
My
ahead.
bad. You don't drink, but I can tell all your friends you can tell all your friends to try my drinks. They're the best.
I need to, man. I seen them roasting Alcoholic Gamer on No Jumper. That's what they say. He say always sending them weird ass donations. they like, you ain't never tried. They be like, you don't ever try none of the drinks though. Shout out to my boy Alcoholic Gamer, man.
Martez Brown said Horizon was already on PC before the remaster.
Yeah, that was a weird move. I feel like they did that for the TV show though. That ain't even coming out apparently. Well, it might not be coming out apparently. So that was definitely a TV move.
Nah, because then
I don't know.
Because you gotta think that's been in the works for like a little bit.
Think so? But the TV show been in the works a little bit.
I think they put Horizon on PC just for the fact that it was successful on PlayStation, so they thought that success might translate.
Or they just want to expand like Horizon to be like this IP that's like centered, like front of everybody, and shove that IP down people's throats.
What the other people? Oh, it's the Decima engine. They're only gonna put one game on there. It's the Decima engine. They'll never do it again. that might have been originally the. You know what I mean?
John Donut. Sony owns the 4 biggest movie studios in the world. Why are we surprised that a corporation that made movies before games, what wants to make films out of their IP? It's not because of PC.
Don't they game and make more money than they movies though? Like Sony own a lot of shit. They own like 70% of music.
Yeah, there was a report a few years ago that PlayStation is their biggest moneymaker.
That's what I'm saying. Sony own a lot of shit, but that game and shit is really what, you know what I mean?
LMC Figs. Question for Jack Move, aka the Round Freak. Do you ever get tired of being right?
Yeah, you know what, bro? I kind of do, bro. It's
I'm
like,
more right
damn,
than Jack Move.
I've been waiting for somebody to be like, so I could be like, damn, you know what, buddy? You was right, bro. I've been waiting to tell BG he was right for like the 10 years I've known him, and I've yet to been able to do that.
I'm
It's
way more.
irritating, bro.
See, his thing. I'm way more right than Jack Move, but people don't like me, so Jack gets more credit than me.
I've told Jazzy he was right more times in the past 2 years than I've told BG. And Jazzy just got on the fucking podcast.
I've been more right than anybody in here, but say less.
I know you saying people don't like you. This is the shit I'm talking about. Now people don't like you, BG.
I'm
really,
the most hated.
Really?
Yes, Jack. I'm who you think you are.
But hold on though, BG. You go out of your way for people not to like you. I be seeing them tweet you. You be trying to bait people. You ain't slick, dog.
You are. You do definitely do.
When I'm nice, people, and I'm gonna get to an example of that. When I'm nice, people don't respect it. So I gotta start inviting them to the Frank stand and shit. So
every day, it was at one point every day at 7 a.m. BG tweet out the most salacious, outlandish fucking hot take he could think of. Like, fuck bacon. Who like bacon anyway? Like, you just be tweet shit so niggas to hate you.
I love popcorn and all that shit.
Popcorn is disgusting. It is. I'm sorry.
Look, there you go.
BG go off of random niche communities. He like everybody in wheelchair. Fuck.
Facts.
Everybody scrolling right now. Look down at your wheels. That's
who the fuck like anime? Fuck all y'all niggas and fuck anime too. It's like, damn, bro, what we do to you? Like, fuck.
B-Rap.
Who the fuck likes Ace Attorney? I remember that shit. You did that, BJ, and you threw that out there.
Ace Attorney, Dragon Ball. Yeah.
No,
BG
because because I honestly didn't know any. Because who in y'all life do y'all know that plays Ace Attorney games? Like I thought like nobody bought them shits, and apparently like.
But it's just how you said it though. where it's like
Bruh.
it felt like you were definitely trying to bait out some people.
Yes,
Like
I
This
was
man-
not. I really felt that
this-
way. I didn't know anybody
Bro,
who played the games.
You waited to the creator of Dragon Ball to die to be like, that shit was trash anyway. Like, fuck all them niggas. Like, bro, you know what you be doing, bro.
I was hating on
Like-
Dragon Ball before that. I was hating on Dragon Ball before
Yeah,
that.
but
Say
you
less.
went all the way after he died, though.
B Raf. I once watched a BG video and woke up 8 hours later. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that.
Hey, that's all key facts.
Papa John's. BG, I have a question. If Bloodborne gets remade or remastered for both PS5 and PC, where are you going to play it at? I play most Souls games on PS5 because for some reason, it is mainly from software ones. They always be funny on PC. Historically, they be funny on PC. So Souls games I always buy them on
Well,
console.
now the trophies carry over, so it really wouldn't matter now.
Do they? All the PlayStation games carry over? The trophies onto
The ones I've seen, yeah, they say PS5 PC next to them. You ain't never seen that?
yeah, it did for like
Okay.
what God of War Ragnarok
Yeah,
or Ghost of Tsushima, or is that the one I'm thinking of?
it's one of them bitches. Yeah, it say PS5 PC on it, right next
Okay.
to it.
Bend Over is trying to get me. This one is way too obvious, brother. So this doesn't count because I spotted it. You gonna have to try again later.
What's the name? Bend Over?
No, that's not the one. It's the super chat. He said, "Shout out to Maya Sondix." It's too obvious, bro. It was too easy. It was too obvious. Come on.
That's a good one,
My
still
ass,
though,
my
BG.
dick.
It sounds
BG,
good,
that's a
but
good one still.
you know, you don't.
It sounds good to you. Okay.
That's not what I meant, nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. Like,
dicks.
nerdy mastermind. Hey BG, you going to do more solo movie reviews for 2025? You haven't done any for this year. A lot of big. I don't want to step on Wonton toes, bro. That's his territory.
We ain't trying to see this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, BG.
Yeah.
No, you should go on movie guys more often. When a new movie drop, man, that you know what I mean? Go on movie guys.
I'll
man.
just tell y'all, listen, a movie's fire. That's it. I enjoyed it. That's the most I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna review a whole movie.
No movie guy appearances, man. That'll be.
I'll
hot
go
for the
on
community.
there. I'll go on there. But you know,
Alright,
I don't want to
cool.
step on my guys' toes. That's their lane. You know, I'm the guy who I'm a movie enjoyer. So listen,
No,
I enjoy.
you know what, BG? I just thought about it. You should do movie reviews because you might be more consistent than the movie guys. You gonna put a battery in their back to, you know what I mean? They can't have you getting all the movie reviews out there before them.
Yeah, he said a lot of big movies next year, like Superman and Fantastic Four. Yeah, it's gonna be a good movie. Good year for movies.
We'll get you when the next Fast and Furious come out, BG. We're gonna
See, he thinks that's what I'm into. He's a piece
Street
of
saying
shit.
you're an Unga Bunga Netflix merchant, BG. How you feel about that?
Wonton says that, and y'all keep the narrative going. I watch a lot of movies from.
Bro, you said Megan was your movie of the year.
Hey,
I
Megan
never
was
said.
fire,
I
though.
never
That's
said
not
that.
good.
I said Megan was fire.
Hey, BG, don't let them do-
You
don't
see,
let them do that.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Megan was fire. Don't do
see the fun, enjoyable movies. Alex and Wonton look down upon them. Everything gotta be something from Christopher Nolan or some shit. Like gotta be that type of movie. You can't
You
enjoy
saying they
nothing else.
You saying they pretentious? Oh wow.
Yeah, highbrow movie watchers. Fuck out of here. Brother Superior said off topic, but for the rumor of God of War, Greek trilogy remaster, do you think they'll have Christopher Judge redub all of it, all of TC Carson's dialogue? That wouldn't sound right. I think we would be able to tell. I mean, I ain't that crazy
I
about
felt like
voices.
I felt like they were just gonna keep the same.
They could,
VO work. Yeah, just do the graphics.
maybe hey, remaster the VO work. Could do that.
If they redo all the voice acting and shit, they definitely got to get my guy back, bro. TC Carson. They can't do that, bro.
All right.
I actually don't think Christopher Judge would accept that job. Actually,
Probably won't.
I don't
He's
think he would.
respectful. All right, Indiana Jones. I don't know if Attic is watching, but he might have still wanted to come in here and talk about it. I'm gonna make this real quick. I got a review code for Indiana Jones. I didn't like it. The reason I don't.
Yeah, I saw Alex.
And
I'll tell you, Alex tweet like when you tweeted out.
And I'll tell you the reason I don't like it.
You'll like this game.
So the game literally plays, and understand what I'm saying. And people are going to be like, well, obviously, it plays like an Indiana Jones movie immersive sim, right? And I wanted to be, and I got a review code, so I still wanted to be open-minded, right? Because maybe I could still enjoy it. But if you think the Indiana Jones movies exactly how they are translates to a fun game, then you would enjoy the shit you do in this. Me, no. It plays like, for example, people had the Dishonored comparisons. It kinda, if you remove all the superpowers, the interesting world, and the story, saying I don't find that shit interesting and fun. If you remove all of that, then yeah, it plays like Dishonored in that way. But to me, if you remove the powers and all the crazy wild shit you can do in Dishonored from Dishonored, nobody would like Dishonored. It's the powers that make Dishonored special. So it's Indiana Jones. He's not a mass murderer like Drake. So it's not like a shooter, right? It's some puzzles. To me, it's boring. That's why I don't like it. Because Indiana Jones himself, to me, as a movie, and the stuff that it translates to in a game is not fun.
So you're not beating them Unga Bunga allegations no time soon, good brother. So your biggest complaint is that it stays too true to the source material?
I'm saying that's why I don't like it. It's not a complaint.
No,
that's why
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. That's why you don't. No, okay, I get it.
Listen,
you're not beating them allegations.
There are certain games, and listen, people could say that, but I think a lot of people aren't going to find this game fun. People could say that, oh, the Unga Bunga alligator. Bro, when we play games like this, it's for the action. Can we stop lying and keep it real? Can we just
like game of the year? This smooth game of the year, BG.
And that's cool. Sure. And that's cool. Yeah. But can we also admit we play games for the action? Can we stop like capping and like, oh, I'm sophisticated. I play for
I get that. Yeah, because obviously, I think most of our favorite genres, a lot of our favorite genres is, action, adventure, or shooter, some shit like that.
Exactly.
So, but the thing is that that's the thing. That's the problem. It's like now with you, between all the previews, and since I think it seems like you recently got the review code. You, at the point that you got the access to the game, you knew it wasn't an action game or action orientated game.
Sure.
So my thing is this is my problem with a lot of people like reviewing the game is they keep reviewing it or judging it based on what it's not versus what it is. So the thing is, if like by the time I got the game, I know I'm playing an adventure action game. So I was like, all right, well, I gotta let's see what happens. And if like, you know what I mean? But the thing is that you're still going into it. Oh, well, this is not a shooter. It sucks. This is not Wolfenstein. It sucks. This is not Uncharted. It sucks. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, if you're going into it with that expectation, then yeah, it probably is going to say if that's what you want to play, that's what you expected, then yes, you're not going to like the game.
Yeah. And so, and real quick, that's why on Twitter, I didn't get it. See, I tried to be nice and some people were still trying to be dickheads. I got on Twitter and said, listen, I pretty much said, I don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it, I didn't say it sucks. I didn't say it was trash. I can see some people liking this game. And that's all my point was. If you're into that whole immersive sim and you think Indiana Jones like whipping, using his whip and punching, having fist fight with guys, if you think that's flying fun, go crazy. That's not the type of shit I'm into. That shit is boring to me.
What you thought he was gonna be doing?
No, Jack. I thought. No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
I thought this is what he was going to be doing, right? And that's why I said prior to playing the game, I think this game looks boring. It wasn't like prior to playing the game, I was like, oh man, I think this game is going to be fire. So I said I thought the game was going to be ass, and I played the review and I confirmed my thoughts, and I think it's boring. What is wrong with that? So you just
saying you expected it to be not your cup of tea, and it really wasn't. So
yes, that's all I'm saying. Well, I don't listen, and I confirmed it because, bro, there are times, it's rare, but there are times when I play a game that I think looks like complete ass, and it's not, and I'm like, oh, this is actually really good. So that's why I actually play to confirm my thoughts. Fucking Guardians of the Galaxy is the best example of that. Me and other people, when Guardians of the Galaxy was showed, I thought that game looked like complete garbage. I played the game and I was like, this game is really fucking good. So yes, I play games to confirm my thoughts. I'm sorry. I apologize. So yes, I think the game is boring. I don't like what he does. I don't like the gameplay. It's not the type of shit I want to be playing.
Do you like stealth games in general? I know this is
I love stealth games. Yes, Bless Red asked, do I like Dishonored? Yes, I love Dishonored. This game is not Dishonored. This is
the way
listen,
it's moved.
like okay,
It's a stealth.
it's such a bad comparison because if you remove the powers from Dishonored, then it just plays like a basic. Oh, I'm just running on rooftops and jumping.
Game, yes.
It's
comparing it to Dishonored. It's nothing like Dishonored. I can't stand Dishonored. I think
what?
No, I personally can't. Yeah, I tried to get into it. No, people. I think a more accurate approach that people kept calling back to is the Chronicles of Riddick, that game from like OG Xbox days.
Yeah, and yeah, just to finish up, like it plays, and yes, I only played about 2 hours, right? So I'm sure once you unlock more things, that stuff gets fleshed out, stuff gets expanded. But I don't like the skeletons and the foundation of what this game is. I don't even like what you're doing, right? So that's why I know I'm like, this ain't for me. Once again, the Dishonored comparisons don't work because it's like if you strip down everything that makes Dishonored, then it would play like Indiana Jones. Now you're just a regular man, no powers, and you're just playing like a bare bones stealth game that really doesn't have anything like the dynamic capabilities and tools that make stealth games fun for it. I love stealth games, but it has to have something like powers like Dishonored, tools and gadgets like Splinter Cell. It's got to give you the ability to really hone into the stealth, like early Assassin's Creed. Indiana Jones, and Smooth can correct me, is not that, where they give you all these abilities to like really have in-depth stealth. Stealth is just a mechanic in the game. It's not like this, super. It's not this super deep thing. It's just something in the game. It's not. I don't think the game is not a shooter, but it's not a stealth game either. It's one of the games that just has shooting and it has stealth. So that's why I'm like, nah, that's not for me. Like if I play a stealth game, I want it to actually be like the focus, and I want it to be very fleshed out. And this game is the same thing if a shooter. If I play a shooter, I want it to have really good shooting mechanics. This game is not a shooter. It doesn't have the shooting mechanics are fine. It works, but it doesn't feel like a shooter. It just feels like something you can do. So it ain't for me. To me, I found it boring. I was like, yeah, no. That's all.
I'll say I thought the game was pretty fun. It's especially if you're going into this game, it's an adventure game first. So it's just that it's in first person's perspective. I think the game is well balanced. And when I say it's well balanced, it's just in terms of all the things that you're doing within the game, whether it's combat, whether it's puzzle solving, whether it's traversing, platforming, etc. The quality of the story beats, and level design, world building, character development, everything is literally like A1. So and I think the parts that and the thing is, yeah, people try to pass it off as a stealth game. It's not a stealth game. It doesn't have strong stealth mechanics. It's just that this game lets you sort of like figure out how you want to play. They don't punish you for playing a game with you. It is a calculated game. Like you don't obviously want to go out guns blazing in this game, only because the AI they react. If you're reacting with firepower, then they're going to react with firepower. But the problem is you're limited to the amount of ammo that's in that gun. The AI isn't, and it's an automatic L when you do that. So it's more so like selective combat. It's not like stealth heavy. It's like, sure, you can sneak around and push people, put people in chokeholds, or grapple people, do a hard punch and knock out in the back of the head or whatnot, or pick up a pot or a broom or something like that, and knock somebody out. You can do all those things, but the way that they want you to engage in gameplay is get yourself in positions where you can fight people one-on-one or at least one-on-two, so you can have the better advantage, because you can screw up a hand-to-hand combat, and because you can't fight 20 people at a time. You can, but it's going to be a problem. But I think it's how they put the game together, and I feel like the way they keep the player engaged there's not a lot of downtime. There's always stuff going on. The game is very like wide. It's in terms of what you can do. It's not really open world. It's just that each region that you in, there's a lot to do. This game rewards you for checking every nook and cranny, rewards you for reading, rewards you for, talking to NPCs or, checking that next corner. It just does a lot of things well. So I found the game fun because I like adventure games. And it is also, and I like, being rewarded for exploring. And this game does that very well to the point where we all three can play the game. Well, all of us can play the game and have a different experience because this game doesn't have like a traditional skill tree. It's kind of have like, you have to find like books, and those books they obtain like a skill and they unlock different abilities, and there's no particular order to where you find those things. They just kind of like spread out. So, you know what I mean? If you're a dude that's going to beeline through the game, you'll get through the game and there's gameplay mechanics that you may not even have come across or utilize. And that could like kind of change your perspective of how the gameplay. But if you're a patient person, you'll find things and it'll allow you to do some things that, some other people didn't have. And I respect that aspect of it because it keeps the game refreshing. It keeps keeps with something to talk about in terms of like, if you're talking about this game with someone else and having like different experiences of how you got through different missions. And I actually found, and this is after I got through the mission, I'm kind of pissed about it, but I found a shortcut to a mission that would have saved me a good 45 minutes. Had I just followed my gut. But the quest, it was a dope quest. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that there was this moment in this game where I could have just skipped that whole entire part by just going underwater and finding this little circle would have solved the problem. But anyway, I don't know. Recommend the game. The game actually just came out like a half an hour ago for everyone. If you're on Game Pass or if you bought the regular edition, I think it's dope though. I really, it's fun. It's for those who interested in getting like 100% completions or platinum trophies and stuff like that. This is one of those games where it rewards you for trying to do that. And when I say that is to get to the platinum trophy or the 100% completion or whatever, it's not tasking you with a bunch of shit that's the same. And usually when you in these type of games, you have to do something like a dozen freaking times or 20 times of the same mundane stuff. Every time, every quest you do, every collectible you find, every puzzle you got to solve is not the same thing twice. There's always something different and unique. And that I like it because I never had, it's not like, oh, I got to do this 10 more times to get this achievement. It's no, I got to find this item. It's a different way to get it. I have to solve this puzzle to get it, or I have to get through this base to get it, or I have to read this riddle to get it. It's a lot of diversity in this game, and that I appreciate.
By the way, 87 on Metacritic, so it's reviewing really well. And Smooth won that bet with Bond.
Oh yeah, I won that bet. That's why he ain't here.
Yeah, so shout out to Smooth. Go ahead, Alex.
I was gonna say, Smooth, what hour was it into your gameplay that you got the melee kill from behind? Pause.
Melee kill from behind.
You and Addict were talking about how you was like, that is a default move you should have in any type of stealth game. And you was like, it took you a minute to even get that equipped. Since you said it, the skills are equipped like a damn collectathon. Like you have to find.
Yeah, because you'll have like basic shit that you obviously you have a basic skill set, right? It's just that they get enhanced and they get more sophisticated after you find like these books. So the kill, because there's a bunch of ways. It's hard because I feel like the thing is though. If you look at our achievements, everybody who played the game or reviewed the game, compare my achievements to everyone else, and you'll see I'm on a different level than everybody else. So the thing is, I explored and I got shit. So I didn't know that. Oh, I forgot how to do. I think one of the things that I got. One of the last things that I got that I wish that I had earlier was the ability to whip someone and bring them closer to me. I got that after the game, after I beat the game. Like I've been always able to whip a weapon out of somebody's hand or smack a gun out of their hand with the whip or whatnot. But that grapple Like I was like, damn, I should have found that early, and I could have. But I think the instant kill was like literally as soon as you get into. I found either that. I think in Vatican City when I'm watching the gameplay, that's why I feel like I found out fairly early because that's the first thing I would do is I try to go up to people, smack them in the back of the head, or push them or whatnot. But yeah,
Jackie sound like a PlayStation gamer. He exploring and shit.
Yes, sir.
I will say, listen, I know I beat a dead horse. Definitely would be better in third person. Absolutely. I'm sorry. Would be way better.
As a game, it would be, I think, more appreciated in third person. But the way that some of these puzzles and how you get through this game, I don't think it would make it basic. Like some of these puzzles, you literally have to be like, look what's in front of your face or fit. Like there's like some puzzle where you have to do like this cog gears, like. I don't know how that works in third person. You literally need to see it and make sure like the shit fits and whatnot. There's a lot of things. It's the immersion of it that makes it work. And they designed some of these puzzles, these riddles and whatnot around first person because they would not have translated well as a third person from a third person view.
Who's buying this? Who plans to play it?
It's on Game Pass.
Well, yeah, who plan to play it?
If I get Game Pass, if I get Game Pass again before it come out to PlayStation, I'll probably play it like
I'm
that.
I'm playing it. I got it downloaded right now on my PC.
Okay.
Hey, and speaking of for those PCs, so during early access, ray tracing was in the game, but now they've unlocked full path tracing that came out. I want to say around 1:00 today, 1:30 today. Which was the crazy thing is I was getting crazy performance at I didn't have to. I was able to play at 4K ultra settings and getting 120 FPS with the standard ray tracing settings. That path tracing setting update to turn on a lot more features. I can't replicate that, and I knew I wouldn't be able to. But now it's damn, I don't even know how to configure my game to run the way at least close to what it was running at before. But just to give people a heads up, it has all the full ray tracing abilities came out today.
I do got a question, Smooth. I saw I guess at the beginning of the game, they replicated something from another Indiana Jones movie. The only thing that turned me off to it, man, in the actual movie, it was more blood and shit, bro. Is this game toning down the blood? I don't like that.
Yeah, because it's not because you ain't killing people like that. It's not.
You said that.
You know what I mean? So the thing is that that was pretty much the game's tutorial, right? Where they recreated that first movie. And which they did a good job in. But there's certain things that happen in the game. For example, and this is a side quest, spoiler alert, you run into somebody, you help them, they double cross you, and a similar incident happened. They end up getting a fucking arm chopped off. That's there in the game. Their arm is just laying there and it's bloody and whatnot. So to a degree, it's not it's not no Gears of War or anything. You're not going to be pulling anybody's intestines out or anything like that. But I would say the blood and stuff, the gore is relatively mild because there's not really a situation. They have their moments where things could get intense, but they're very selective.
Yeah.
For example, you could hard crack somebody in the head with a hammer. It's not going to go through a skull. That's not happening.
If you look on screen right now, beating people in the back of the head, and yes,
I saw Tony Todd do that. That Three Stooges bop on the head, boop, and he dropped.
Yeah, even the part where I, this is my gameplay, and I was a few minutes after this, I was all right, I experienced this stuff. Let me just start to shoot some people and shit, see how it works out. It's not a blood or gory or anything like that. I didn't expect that either. But no, it's not like that. So, yeah, y'all try it out. I'm interested to see if y'all like it. But I was like, yeah, nah, this ain't it. And I have no problem admitting. Listen, I say all the time, action, combat is the most important thing to me in these games. So if the combat isn't combating, it's a high likely chance that I'm not gonna like it. And y'all like to call it Unga Bunga. I don't think it's Unga Bunga. I think we play games for the gameplay. It's in
Are
the
you a
fucking
frag head,
name.
BG? Are you a frag
It's
head,
in
BG?
the name. No, I'm not.
Yeah, but
I'm
stealth is
surprised,
a part of gameplay.
I'm surprised you didn't
But
come
no,
up on the
but
Xbox,
it's
to be
no,
honest,
but
man.
that's a difference. This is not, even Smooth admitted it. This is not that type of stealth. This is the type of stealth like, okay, staying out of the way stealth. It's not the stealth level
ain't that
of
what stealth is?
No,
What
listen to what I'm saying, Jack. Listen to
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying. This is the stealth. This is the very most basic rudimentary way of stealth, as in just staying out of the way. It's not the Splinter Cell level of stealth, like, oh, I'm going to climb on this ledge and shimmy. I'm going to hang from the ceiling. I'm going to use this tool to distract. Well, you could distract in this game, but maybe blind. It doesn't have that depth. It's the most basic rudimentary level of stealth. That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's not like
You said the gameplay dumbed down is what you're saying.
yes, it's not like Dishonored where you could teleport here, get behind somebody, shoot an arrow over there, slow down time, teleport again, get the enemy to run over there. It's not that depth. That's the type of stealth I like, where it's intricate, where there's layers to it. This is not that. So it's different. Like, all stealth ain't created equal. I love stealth, but it has to.
Well,
it has to be.
You was only a couple hours in. Smooth, you beat the game, right? Does it ever evolve or get it to any of that?
No, it doesn't. I mean, things like there's, like, for example, obviously you can like change like uniforms and whatnot. There's areas where you can sneak into a base, get the uniform so people don't like notice you immediately. But as far as like, there's perks for you like to be able to like to quiet your steps, or I'm trying to think what else you can do. But no, I don't think there's anything else that I think I maxed out my books. I don't think there's anything else that fundamentally changed or improves how you go about stealth in this game.
And this is what annoys me about when I'm talking about like my opinions on games, right? This is what annoys me, right? I say I don't like something, and the reason I don't like it. People be like, well, you want him to be a superhero? No, I don't want him to be a fucking superhero.
Is the chat on your SVG?
I'm telling you how I prefer my games to be and why I don't like it. I'm not saying this game should be that. I'm telling you how I prefer my games and why I don't like it. I'm not saying they should make the game like that. It's like, I don't understand, like, what's the blockage that people are having?
I think what they're trying to say is like, I don't know. It's the fact that you, like Smooth say. I mean, you know what it is going in. Like, you know, he's not gonna be disappearing and levitating and all. I mean, you know, like,
sure,
you know what the nigga do. You know what the nigga do. So you got to expect that. You know what I mean?
Sure, but I'm also telling you, I'm not complaining that the game doesn't do this. I'm telling you why I don't like it. Like, I don't get what the blockage is. What can't people understand? Like, I don't get it.
It's like you eating a taco and saying this is the worst burger I've ever had. It's just not. That's not what they were trying to give you.
Like,
and they feel like you're not judging it.
Okay. Let me ask y'all something. Okay, so
you about to get mad?
No, I'm not. Like, just because something is intended to be something, there are games that are intended purposely to do something. That doesn't mean you have to like it.
Yeah, of course not.
That's all it is. This is very intentional, the way they made this game. I'm not saying they made this game wrong. I am telling you the way they made this game is not how I like my games to play.
You just ain't fucking with
it. That's it. I don't know what people like don't get. I'm not telling them to make it into another game.
When you start bringing up examples, they like, bro, you know he's not going. You know what I mean? I think that's where the disconnect
I'm bringing up
from.
examples to tell you how I like my games to play and how what type of things I enjoy. And it's giving people context that, hey, if you like your games to play like this, go ahead and play Indiana Jones. You won't mind. If you don't, you probably won't like this game. That's all I'm doing. Like, I don't know what the fuck the brain ride is doing to y'all fucking head, bro. Like, Jesus
somebody
Christ.
said you want him to be a superhero.
fucking idiots. If that's the case, then anytime we complain about any game, that must mean we want it to do this. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop the brain rot.
Hey, Wani, you still there?
Yep.
I see you say you planned it. So do you fuck with Indiana Jones IP or you new to the series? What we doing?
I mean, I've seen the movies. I'm not a huge fan. My main interest for this is because the stealth elements. I know I'm hearing y'all saying it's not that in depth, but I'm just wanting to try it out. I got Game Pass. I actually got Game Pass to play Stalker, but it doesn't run well on my PC. So I was like, fuck it, I might as well play Indiana Jones while I got it.
Y'all
But,
never review Stalker on here? I feel like y'all never talked about that.
The what?
Yeah.
Stalker. Y'all never talked about it on here?
We did. We mentioned
Okay.
it. Not many people play. Let me check for.
I might run it back when these games hit PS5 too.
I just want South for Midnight, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Hey,
Trivia.
that Alien game coming out in a couple weeks.
Trivia question, Mafia Quad question. In Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which of the following vehicles is required to complete the import-export side mission at the Easter Basin docks? Is it A, Hot Knife, B, Euros, C, Monster Truck, or D, Dune?
Euro.
Going Dune.
I'm going with whatever Jack said. Miro.
Dune.
Euro. It's Euro.
Let's go, baby.
Knick-Knack. From the beginning of Jeff and Spike's award show in 2003 to now, the category of best fighting game was present in over 18 shows. Which developer has won most in the category? Is it Capcom, Midway / NetherRealm, Bandai, or Arc System Works?
Ooh, that's hard, bro. I'm gonna say.
Well, you said 2003?
Since
Yeah,
2003. Since to now.
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Bandai.
I think it might be NetherRealm because
No
Capcom,
way, really?
yeah, because most of what Bandai released for fighting game wise was like Tekken and like Soul Calibur. And then I know like Mortal Kombat, and then you factor in like the Injustices 1 and 2.
I'm thinking NetherRealm the only one it can't be, to be honest, because people
It's
really don't fuck with them games like
It's
that.
NetherRealm.
Is it NetherRealm? Really?
Yeah, but I feel like they would
Wow,
get the
that's
most
shocking.
nomination based off like popularity.
Was the question
of the-
nomination or wins though? Wins?
Was president from the
or
beginning of the-
nominations.
It was president. Oh, it's not wins. It's no. Which developer has the most has won the most in the category? It is wins. It's,
Really?
yes, it's
NetherRealm? Wow, that's shocking.
Okay, Elton, are there any spiritual successor games you guys enjoy? My favorite ones are BioShock, Sleeping Dogs, and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I know Jack gonna say Callisto Protocol.
That's definitely one of them. BioShock is also one of them. Spiritual. I'm trying to think spiritual.
I think most spiritual successors are. I think half of them end up mid, but yeah, BioShock is fire. Sleeping Dogs is good.
I'm trying to think of one that I fuck with.
I can't really.
I don't know if they called it
That's
a
a hard
spiritual
question. I don't
successor,
even know.
but Bomb Rush Cyberpunk definitely.
Sleeping Dogs, I guess, because it was supposed to be a true crime game at first.
Oh yeah, Sleeping Dogs was dope. Yeah,
The game was awesome, bro.
Yeah. I didn't ended up playing much of Ukulele. Back for Blood was mid. I mean, I didn't even like Left 4 Dead. So
You know they're making a new game, bro.
I
That
think I saw
deal?
that.
yeah, they are. Yeah, Turtle Rock.
Yeah, they're making a new game.
Mighty Number
Same
9
kind,
was
right?
eh.
Did it even
Yeah, I
did it
think
even
so.
sell well?
No.
Some people consider like Dark Souls to be a spiritual successor. It's
what?
So yeah, to Demon Souls. Yeah.
To Demon
I mean,
Souls.
yeah, technically.
It was.
So Bloodborne-
Technically,
I mean,
it
yeah,
is.
Bloodborne, Liza P. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Eliza P. That's mine. That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know if I view it as a spiritual successor because it's like a genre. I guess it is. It's just like a whole genre.
I mean,
now.
kind of loosely based on it
Yeah.
type shit.
People definitely compare Eliza P to Bloodborne.
The Brandalorian. If you're sick of bad gaming takes, check out Laura Fryer on YouTube. She's been in the space since the 90s and helped develop the OG Xbox. Smart, insightful content.
Women don't know about games, bro. Come on. I'm bullshit.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm bullshit, man. Shout out to my boy Bot. Salute. No, I've never heard that person. I've never.
Crazy nutcase. Knick-Knack. This question might have might have you do a little bit of work, so sorry about it. But which of the 2024 nominees for Best Esports Athlete has the most punchable face, and which has the least?
I'm sure most of them got punchable.
All
All
of
them
them,
dudes look
yeah.
like little dick
All
kids,
of
bro.
them, all of them look like they just ready to be punched.
You know who most annoying, bro? Because I just see clips. I don't really watch them niggas. Every dude that's like a professional 2K player is annoying. I don't mind.
Oh, you talking about the 2K league?
Yeah, it's some funny Madden people, but the 2K league be acting like they the ones dunking, bro. They so annoying to watch.
Oh,
Bro, them dudes getting money.
I'm gonna
bro.
pick one. This Matthew Herbaut dude. Oh yeah, big punchable face. The most punchable you've ever seen in your life. Matthew Herbaut. Yeah, I don't even know who the fuck he is, but I just looked
I
him
don't
up.
even like his name.
Yeah, he got a punchable name. That nigga name want to be punched. Brandon Lorian, let's play this with this hypothetical. Say the game developer Weapon Wheel Studios is created. What role in game development do you think each podcast member would fit in the most? Jack is gonna be the story director. It's gonna be the writer.
Fire.
I'm gonna create the game combat mechanics, combat designer, that shit.
Oh Lord.
Alex is gonna create. He's gonna work on side quest. He's gonna make them shits all fun, insane, and goofy.
Say it because you think I'm autistic and you thought I'd make.
I thought he was gonna say retarded. That was fucked up.
I was. I don't want to get Smooth. What would Smooth be good at as in game development?
Community manager.
I mean, that's not the developer.
I don't know if I want you touching the game, so I gotta be honest, bro. That shit.
I think I got a good sense of graphics and lead art director.
I was gonna say Bond for QA, but Bond don't like reading tutorials and shit. He get mad because he didn't read the tutorial. Like,
I would make Jack the storyboard because he plays a lot of games for the story. I would make Bond the community manager on Twitter just to fight with niggas all day.
I agree.
It could be good or bad. BG would be over the dick size and the character creation.
Piece of shit. I know what Smooth gonna do. Smooth is in charge, respectfully.
If you say
you're in charge of accessibility and testing out
that's some crazy shit.
And testing out the game, all the game's difficulty settings, and just vetting all the accessibility settings.
Smooth will be good with the inclusion in the game. He gonna make sure, you know what I mean, shit represented. It ain't nothing too crazy in the game. You know what I mean?
Niggas all gonna be wearing white t-shirts and black jeans. We ain't gonna have no color. There ain't gonna be no battle pass. It's gonna be straight gray and black gameplay.
Respectfully.
BG, after you done adjusting the dick size, I might let you go into the multiplayer, but that's only because I appreciate
BG definitely over the multiplayer. Come on now,
because he wants the traditional arena style, and I'll give him that. Jazzy is gonna be part of the mobile effort. How can we expand our gameplay?
Blender got to be over the music.
You can make Jazzy. What do you call them motherfuckers who?
I'm telling you that right now.
When they port the shit to like, hold on. So when they put this, like when it's a Japanese game and it needs to be sent over, the localizer.
Oh, localization. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could be
Can you
localization.
imagine Jazzy coming like ni hao?
Bro, the thing is though, if you put everybody's favorite types of like games into one game, that would be one trash ass game.
It would. It would.
I don't that shit, yo.
Imagine that because I like Knockout City.
Bond like micromanagement and shit.
Yo, a first-person shooter with real-time strategy and Persona music. That shit would be crazy.
It'd be a first-person shooter, but we'd be a mech or we'd be a helicopter.
Yep.
We just running around like this trying to shoot.
For the heartwarming story on that bitch.
Yeah. With indie visuals, indie level visuals, you know.
That joint would be ass, bro. It would be.
We would have to make Blandrew the narrator voice.
Ooh, fire.
That's what I wanted. I want to hear him do that. That video is crazy.
Bro, stop doing that shit, bro.
You know what video I'm talking about?
Who do be doing that shit,
Why
bro?
did he do that?
All right.
Took my arms.
Bealder's Gate. I don't know why he do that.
Beal.
Yeah, he be calling like Joel, like Joel.
Like, Bledger
Ellie,
crazy.
Eleanor. all that
Smooth
shit.
sees a word and sees the letters and just pronounces it how he think it might come out. And this nigga said Wolfenstein a few
Yeah,
minutes ago.
he don't give a fuck.
Steinstein.
Because I know he sees the word and he just says the letters like sick.
Making the word Wolfenstein Jewish is crazy, by the way, Smooth. If you know, you know.
Y'all remember
All
when
right.
Smooth said, with that kind of nose, you can't love America because she looked like she was Arab?
Hey, she was fine too, Smooth. You bugging, bro. She was fine.
Definitely
Bro.
I definitely would have piped.
Yeah, she was
Get
alright.
that nose out of America's business. I'm like, nigga, she's American.
Imagine watching the boys with this nigga Smooth. I know every time Victoria Newman come on screen, that nigga be.
All
Well, I
right.
forgot all about that for you, Alex.
It is.
Did you get canceled for saying something crazy about her?
Nah, surprisingly. There were just enough people that wanted that deal to go through. So
All right, it's time to get out of here. That's it. Read all the super chats. Got our shit out. Hey, y'all go play and enjoy that Indiana Jones. Have fun. Hope y'all.
No clean it up now, nigga. They on your ass.
Listen, I've been said. I hope it's everything your heart desires. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all said he sounds like Harrison Ford, yeah. So the voice actor did really good, yeah.
yeah,
Sounds
Troy
fun to me.
Baker did a
Troy Baker.
wonderful job.
Oh my.
Yeah, but you can't tell us him. He did a good
Yeah,
ass.
you can't.
I just don't want to see him no more. It's like Michael B. Jordan. Like, get out. You and everything.
All right, going after dark. Chad, it's been real. We'll catch y'all next week. We out. Peace.
Deuces.
And I'm
Is last week gonna be?
No.
Is next week gonna be the last week?
I don't know.
Oh, that's when we got to count the games. No, hold on. I have to like fit it.
Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro king got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond, aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, Blandrew, what you can't all strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.